What is going on, everybody? Happy Friday. Hope you guys are having a spectacular Friday. It is April the 19th, and this is the All Sauce team. Excited to have you guys with us for this is literally the last regular season. Thank you, Landon. On time, indeed. This is literally the last regular season of the entire season. I guess playoffs, kinda, but after today, we are truly into the playoffs. The playoffs officially kick off tomorrow. We have the last two play-in games tonight, and we are going to talk all about them with you guys. So excited to have you guys with us. Welcome to the show. This is brought to you by the Betting News Network and our brand new partners at BetOnline. Go click on that little QR code. I'm right above Sook's head over there. Check it out. Get involved at BetOnline with a $1,000 deposit bonus. Get involved with us. Happy Friday. Thanks for joining us. My name is Sweatpants Jesus.
My name is Vsauce.
My name is I'm Just Sook, and look at my finger go.
Can I just say, Sook looks like you got a new hat at the game yesterday. Looks fucking phenomenal. Right?
Fade the Sharks.
SPJ, you want to tell everybody where you are coming in live from?
Yeah, I am in London right now. It is 9 p.m. for me. I am in Europe. Look at these boys flanneled up, and I don't even have my flannel on. But these boys got the flannel memo. I did not, apparently. It's because I'm abroad. It's because
I was gonna say you left the States, so you had to switch up the uniform, right?
Exactly. But you guys can't get rid of me though. I'm here. I'm ready to rock. I missed the show yesterday because I was in the air. I know you guys missed me. Landon was like, "Thank God SPJ's not here. Thank God." Better day. Yeah, you might be seeing double.
House. Wait till you see who's waiting in the house, Landon.
Look who we have in the shadows today. We've got a great show for you guys today.
Nothing.
Go.
I was just gonna say the worst thing ever, so it's a good thing that you stopped me.
It's fitting. So you guys and V choked. It's a good thing you guys know, just so you guys know. Sook texted us about 45 minutes ago and said, "Boys, I'm in shambles, absolute shambles." So if Sook starts saying some random shit, it's because his brain's all over the place right now. Play the video and get him in here. Stop babbling. Let's go. Can't wait for the playback sesh tonight. Let's fucking go. A little more housekeeping for you, Landon. So if you want to go away for a couple minutes, peruse the internet and come back to us. Go to the hub, and we'll see you in a minute. On playback tonight, we will be live with you guys, sweating both games. I don't know if I'll make it till the last of the second game because it'll be early in the morning hours for me. However, I will be there for the first game of the Bulls. The Bulls game taking on, I just literally forgot who they were playing. Oh, the Heat, excuse me. The Bulls and the Heat, the first game. I'll watch that entire game with you guys, but then after that is the Pelicans taking on the Kings. So we'll have both of those games on playback with you guys. We'll post the link when this is over. Hey, brother, we love you, Landon. No shit, Landon sent me coffee and donuts for the 24-hour stream, and I've never felt so loved by Landon in my entire existence. I'm not going to lie. So it was a big moment.
Oh, this guy is fully muted. Look at him go.
You need the hub for when you have us, right?
True. All right. So we've already got so many things in the chat about both of these games tonight, and it's electric. Only have two games, guys. We haven't only talked about two games in a hot minute, but we're getting to the playoffs. We're getting to the nitty gritty. It's going to be a fun time for the next 6 weeks as we dive into the playoffs. And we're so excited to have you guys with us to hang out throughout the entire time. And excited to get rocking and rolling. So we have special guests today. We have Betalytics in the house, and not only Rob. We have them both with us today because they're going to be doing a special giveaway that they have talked about on the Twitter machine, which they will talk about in just a few seconds when we get them in the house. So chat, are you guys ready for Betalytics? Can we get some major dubs in the house for Betalytics rocking and rolling with us? Ready to go. Dubs in the chat. This is Betalytics. Let's live.
Oh boy, wonder what they're going to get into today. Uh-oh, back to the lab again. Oh no, back to the lab again. We messed up. Back to the lab again. Not again. Back to the lab again. Uh-oh.
I gotta stay till I die.
Bang, bang, bang. What is going on, gentlemen? How we doing?
Great, boys. What's happening?
Going great, boys.
Excited
As
to have you guys with us.
As Sook just said in the back room there, we got a BetOnline gangbang today. So hope everyone's excited.
You said it, not me.
He put it out there. Well, excited to have Rob and Eugene from BetOnline with you guys today. As always, so excited when BetOnline pops into the house and give you guys the data edge. They're going to show you a couple of plays on the BetOnline dashboard for you guys, but we've got a few things to get to before that, because in honor of our friend Troy Hermo, who passed away a couple weeks ago with his battle from cancer, Eugene and Rob and the entire BetOnline family decided to do something pretty amazing to honor him and to help with cancer research. And they're going to be giving away what they did today on the stream with us. So, gents, talk about what you guys did, get involved, show the chat what you guys have, and then give away the special jersey. I'm excited.
Yeah, for sure, guys. I just wanted to start by thanking everyone who donated to the cause. We were able to raise some money for the MD Anderson Cancer Center. That was the Hermo family's charity of choice. And yeah, we've obviously all been affected, or personally or through someone, by cancer. Shout out to Connex, just saw in the chat. Congrats, brother. That's super amazing news to hear. One love from everybody here and online. And shout out Paul too from last week setting up that Spaces. I think that was just super, super cool, and even nice closure for the family to just see such great things being said about Troy all across the country. So shout out Paul, W community, give all yourselves a pat on the back. That was absolutely amazing. And now onto the good stuff.
Oh, he's got it in the house, dude. Let's go.
Wow.
That's awesome.
That is so dope.
Super excited to give one of these away. I got the wheel here, so let me just.
The wheel of names.
Share my screen.
Hey, what up, Sandy?
What's up, Sandman? Oh, we locked.
I mean, we're giving away the Troy Hermo jersey right now. Big dubs for BetOnline.
All right, boys. So here we go. Hopefully this wheel doesn't crash my computer.
Let's pull it up. There it is.
Lawrence Bremner.
Lawrence Bremner. Bang! Congratulations.
Heavy donations from Lawrence. Happy to see that. Honestly, I think he sent a nice little message too in the GoFundMe. Yeah, he did actually, just because I recognize the name. Yeah, super nice message. Just quickly, he said, Troy was an incredible inspiration to me as I go through my own health struggles. I'll miss his daily reminders. That each day is a gift. I'm honored to have connected with him on X and share messages back and forth since last fall. In such a short time, he impacted me greatly. I really hope this money finds a cure for all types of diseases, especially cancer. God bless. So thank you so much, Lawrence. We'll contact you via Twitter, reach out, and we'll get this shipped out to you Monday.
That's awesome, dude.
That's awesome, man. Honestly, obviously, major dubs to you guys for putting this together. But overall, just everybody in the chat, everybody that's been involved with the whole everything after Hermo passed away, and everything that's been involved with the Hermo Strong stuff. Fuck cancer. I said it when the Spaces the other day. There's been, if you don't know somebody that's actually been affected directly, then you know somebody that's been affected directly, then all we can do is support each other in every way possible. And I know we talk about a lot of stuff in sports, and we talk about a lot of stuff with sports betting in this space, but at the end of the day, we're all human beings, we're all people, and that's what it's all about, supporting each other in times of need and lifting each other up. So major dubs to you guys for putting this together. Congratulations to the winner. Who was it again? What was his name?
Lawrence.
Lawrence. Our dog. I wish Lawrence was in here right now. Major dubs to Lawrence. Good job, Lawrence. Congrats, man. Yeah, Paul deserves one himself, man. What an absolute goat for putting the entire Spaces together. That was amazing stuff. Yeah, excited that you guys did this. So thank you so much. Thanks for doing it on here with us and having us and being involved as well. And yeah, good shit. Glad to see you too, Eugene. You don't pop in with us as often anymore. We usually get Rob's beautiful face, but excited to have you here too in the BetOnline lab as well. Before we let Rob dive into the plays, because there are a couple plays to talk about today from BetOnline, chat. Now, we know that you guys are looking for an opportunity to tell us that you know more ball than we do. So the way that you guys are going to do that is you're going to go to our pinned tweet. Did you guys hear that?
I did. What was that?
Well, I don't know. It was a ghost. Are we good now? Go to our pin tweet, and you guys can get involved with our brand new NBA bracket challenge. You guys can play the NBA bracket challenge for free. It's on ESPN. You can find it at, like I said, it's on our pin tweet on Betting News. Go get involved. You can fill out your bracket for free. Whoever wins the bracket, whoever has the best NBA bracket for the entire playoffs will win some Betting News swag. Should be a fun way to compete with us. And at the end of the day, brag that you're way better than we are. So Betalytics did it. They're going to show us their results right now. Go fill out your bracket, guys. Get involved. Hang out in there, and let's have fun throughout the playoffs. So without further ado, gents, did you guys fill this out together, or did you do your own individual ones?
No, I left it up to Rob. He's the NBA guru out of us.
Nice.
Word. All right, you deferred. That's okay. Work as a team. Teamwork makes the dream work, man. That's how it works.
Betalytics data was used to fill it out, but
you had an advantage. I see. Okay.
some tough decisions had to be made. I made the executive call on. So
Fair enough.
I'm gonna judge you harsh on this, Rob.
let's do it. Let's get into it.
All right. Let's rock and roll. Do you have it on the screen?
Yeah, you want to do we'll do the bracket?
Yeah, the bracket.
Yeah.
Is it the same one as the other one?
Sorry, just give me 1 sec here.
You're good.
Better that Rob filled out this bracket looking like Slim Shady. I would have been Cheddar Bob shooting.
Cheddar Bob!
Bring out the crutches.
Let's go, dude.
Yeah,
That's so funny, man.
On the bracket here, I'll make this pretty quick. Starting in the West, Thunder with the play-in. I don't think we have to talk about it too much. Phenomenal breakout season by the Thunder. We're going Oklahoma. Clippers, Mavs. I think I might be against the grain a little bit on this one. We're going Clippers.
Oh, wow.
This is one of the bigger matchups. So I'll talk about this just for a quick minute here. Obviously, Dallas Mavs are the shiny new toy this season. But I'm just, I'm just really going with the playoff experience of the Clippers. I know Kawhi's got some injury problems. It's not looking like he's playing game one. But I think if you look at Paul George's playoff numbers, they always excel. See what you want about James Harden. I don't know if you guys knew this. It's his 14th consecutive postseason that he's coming into. Numbers are phenomenal. He's made some deep runs too. He always makes it to second, third round. I know he's never been to the dance, but I trust PG and James Harden to kind of carry the ship. And I think you're going to see Kawhi come back game 2, 3. I think as the series progresses, you're going to really see the veteran leadership in the Clippers really prevail here. Interested to see what you guys have in that one, but yeah, I'm going with the Clippers. You can relay that exact same sentiment over to the next series, Phoenix, Minnesota. I'm going Phoenix. Another, kind of a new shiny toy in Minnesota. I know Dallas has some more established players on their team, but yeah, Minnesota. I think next year you're going to really see them make some noise. Really tough break to match up with the Suns in the first round here, but I think you're just going to see, a lot of these guys like Kawhi and Kevin Durant just mail in the regular seasons. I think you're really going to see some playoff Kevin Durant, Chris Paul, or not Chris Paul, Kevin Durant. But I think you're going to see these guys. Booker take another step. I think you're going to see these guys, just come out, just playoff vets in this one. So I got the Suns, Clippers, and then. Yeah, this one I don't think we have talked about too much. I think everyone's going to have Denver here.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I don't know. We're going to go over to the East End. Obviously, Celtics. We don't have to talk about that one too much. I had a really hard time with this one. Cleveland, Orlando. I'm kind of curious to see what you guys have too. Man, this is going to be the most boring series to watch ever. You have two top 10 defenses and some really abysmal offenses. I'm going Cleveland, even though I don't want to. I feel like they burned me so many times this year on the money line spread and even some totals and some team totals. But just looking into the metrics here, both top 10 defenses. Magic actually have a better defense than Cleveland, but the offense is just way too abysmal. Orlando has the 30th dead last ranked 3-point shooting offense in the league. And I think just come playoff time versus a top 10 defense, I think that's just going to be the ultimate nail in their coffin. So going Cleveland in that one.
Nice.
Okay.
This one I went back and forth on. I want to like Indiana, but their defense is just too bad. The additions with Siakam and stuff, they're pretty dangerous offensively. You know, they can throw down 130 whenever they want, but as a team, I just don't think they've had too much time together. I think they're too flawed defensively. And again, I think you're just going to see. Although I don't love the Bucks to make a deep run this year, I think the Bucks just have the best player in Giannis and a more adhesive group. And I think I think Pacers are too flawed. I think you're just going to see crazy points in that series, and Bucks ultimately come away there. And then I think the Knicks are a true 2 seed this year. I think they get this done versus 76ers. I know it's less of a traditional 2 versus 7 matchup than we usually see. I can certainly get why some people would want to go for Philly, just big name Embiid and even Nick Nurse has the coaching experience and some of the weapons they have there. But I think the Knicks deserve to be the 2 seed, and I think we've seen Embiid playoff time. He always gets hurt or underperforms, and I think the Knicks just really truly deserve this 2 seed. I think they win this one in 6.
Nice.
We'll go back to the West Conference semis. I got the Clips winning again, boys. I got that playoff experience is really shining through to the conference finals. Incredible breakout series by the Thunder. SGA is going to be one of the most elite players in the next 5+ years. I think they're too young. I think they win their first series. I think they give Clippers, I think they give them a run. I think this goes 7, but I think you're going to see Kawhi come back by this time. And I think that veteran presence just gets cooking, teaches Thunder a bit of a lesson. Thunder's going to come back stronger next year with some more experience under their belt.
I like that take.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I think you're going to get a theme here. I think the Nuggets are going to clean up the Suns. I think the Suns will get it done versus a young up and coming team in Minnesota. But when it comes to the defending champs, I think they really show. I don't even think Durant, pulling together, kind of old school Durant. I don't think they have the team really around them other than a couple big star names. I think Denver's truly an elite team. You're going to see who I have in the finals. It's Denver. So I think Suns get it done versus a young, experienced Minnesota team, but I think they meet their match. I think this one is 5, Denver in 5. Nice. Conference finals, Clippers, Nuggets. I think Denver is just truly an elite team. I think we might even be underplaying how good they are. I think you're seeing, I don't know if they're going to win 3 in a row, but I have them winning 2. So I think you're seeing, kind of the core of a prime kind of emerging dynasty in Denver here. I think, as the series goes on, as playoffs go on, Clippers are that playoff, experience going to shine through. But I think they're going to hit a wall because they are too old. You could see maybe Kawhi even getting hurt again at some point. That wouldn't be a shocker at all. I think by the time they get to a conference final, 7 games with Denver, you're going to see them kind of wean off. I think Denver's just going to prevail through. Going over to the East, I think Celtics, you might even see a sweep here versus the Cavs. I wouldn't be surprised. That's an easy 1 versus 4. Cavaliers, they don't have the offense to go anywhere in these playoffs, even though they're a pretty solid defensive team. So this might, I don't know if it's a surprise to you guys. I don't know if you guys actually believe in the Knicks. I know they get a lot of hype, and a lot of people in New York are excited, but I do have them beating the Bucks. Like I said, I think they're a true number 2 team this year. Depth is crazy. Jalen Brunson has emerged as an elite player. Bucks obviously have some issues. They got Giannis, top end talent. Like, what's Lillard going to be? He kind of took a step back this year. We know, the Doc Rivers coaching coach problems. I think we might see another Doc game 7, another game 7 fail here. What do you guys think?
Yeah, V go, because I know V is the biggest Doc detractor we got on the panel. So lead off, baby.
Yeah, so I think, like I said, I think the Knicks are a true number 2 team. I think they deserved it. And I think they meet up with the Celtics here. And yeah, I do have the Celtics, edging them out. I think you're also going to see another close series here. I have Celtics Denver matching up, and I just see Boston falling short. I see the Nuggets repeating, winning again. And then in the points, obviously got Nikola Jokic. I've gotten 600 points in all playoffs. Simple math in this one. He's averaged 30 points a game in his career playoffs, and have him about playing 20 and 21 games. So I think you're just going to see Nuggets just emerge as as an emerging dynasty here. I think Jokic is going to win the MVP again. He's going to start to cement himself as one of the best big men of all time.
Go Nuggies. Indeed. I think it's going to be really fun to kind of see everybody's takes along the way in these, because we were actually, when we were talking about doing this live on the show, I was like, well, why don't we just all fill out a bracket together? And V was like, dude, fuck that. Let's all just bring our own bracket so we can fight about it. Yeah, that's definitely the take. I like the final you put together. I like a lot of the different things you had to say. And chat, as we said before, go fill out your bracket. It's free. Get involved. It is on one of our tweets, or one of our highlighted tweets on the Betting News account. Go get involved. It's free to enter. You guys get a chance to win. You guys get a chance to win some free Betting News swag if you finish in the top of the bracket challenge. You got to beat BetOlytics. You got to beat us, and we believe in you because you guys are smarter than us. I don't know. You might not beat BetOlytics, but you'll definitely beat Sook and I for sure.
Yeah.
100%. Good stuff. All right, Nuggies to the moon, and 600 points for Jokic. You think Jokic is winning MVP if the Nuggies take it all? Makes
Absolutely.
Sense. Makes sense.
Jamal Murray's shown he starts cooking in the playoffs. He's very exciting to watch in the postseason, but a lot of people have different takes on this. But Jokic, until you dethrone the crown, I think, or until you dethrone the king, I think I think they're going again.
Yeah.
Bang. There we go. All right. V and I will get to our brackets in just a few minutes. But before we do that, let's get some plays from BetOlytics. Got a couple plays on the 2 play-in games tonight. A couple of props for you guys. So I will let you go ahead and dive in, Rob. Eugene, do you want to leave now and say bye to the kids, or you want to hang out while Rob pitches the shit out of these plays?
No, I'll leave this to Rob, sit back, and I'll give V his space back up here too.
Word. All right, everybody say bye to Eugene. Have a great weekend, man. Thank you for being here. Thanks for the vibes as always. Appreciate you, man.
Thanks, boys. Have a good weekend.
Peace.
Yeah, take it easy. Later.
Yeah.
All right.
So everyone sees my mug on the streams, but that's Eugene, the evil mastermind behind the whole BetOlytics operation. So shout out Eugene.
Man, you always get saucy with us, man. It's so nice when Eugene makes a random appearance too. It's a good time. So
yeah, so I'll keep this quick. Got a couple props for the playing tournaments tonight. Brandon Ingram over 19.5 points is really jumping off the page, fellas. You look at the projection here. We got him projected 24.8 points. Call it 25. We're gonna ladder up. 25 points for Brandon Ingram plus 210. Our data just shows, just on the 19.5 line, to him to get 20 points, 64% win probability. He's done this 60% of the time. Games at home this season. New Orleans is at home, correct? Yeah, there.
Yep. Yes, Pelicans at home.
Yeah, so he really shines at home. 60% of the games he's hit 20 points. We have him getting 25. Looking into their head-to-head history, he has numerous 30-plus 30-point performance versus the Kings this season. So just a straight data play. Data is fucking loving him on this one. It really jumped off the page. That's our top player prop, 25 points. Take the 19.5 at minus 140 or ladder it up with us at plus 210.
Nice.
Dang. Love it. I was going to lock this in, to be honest with you, at 19.5, but I missed the value on it. It was minus 110. Couldn't get it in. And it went to 20.5 for plus money. And so I just let it pass me by. But love BI in this matchup. No Zion. Win or go home. Yeah. Love it.
Sure,
Set it, forget it.
That's another point that you said. That definitely probably amped up the projection a little bit when Zion was rolled out, and Zion's not getting the share of the ball here. So the dad is just loving Ingram to put up shots and run away. So maybe not got the value on the original line, but that's why we're laddering up to plus to 25 points.
Bang, let's get it. All right, so BI going with Slender Man to take us in the late game. You got anything in the early game for the other prop, or are we staying in the late one?
Yeah, we'll go to the other game. We're gonna go to Alex Caruso. We're gonna go to his rebounds.
Oh shit!
Oh shit! Chef's rolling in his grave.
The reason we react like this is because he sold a pretty big bag for all of us the other day.
Yeah.
He got hurt.
Yeah, me as well. We had him getting over his turnovers, but he barely had the ball. He only played 17 minutes.
Yeah,
he got his foot fucking stepped on by Oath Man.
7'2",
Drummond,
300 pounds rolling into you.
Yeah, so by all accounts, he's playing. If you're starting, you assume you're healthy. So hopefully he racks up the minutes again tonight. Like he has before that game, he was absolutely on fire. Basically all his props. But we have him specifically his rebounds dropping off the page. 61% win probability. He gets 4 rebounds tonight, and then if you just filter to our recent hit rates. So you can see the projection, then you can see how that projection's been doing over the last certain amount of games. This is just, we call just a hottest trending projection. Lighten up green here, 67% last 15 games, 70% last 10 games, 80% last 5 games. His rebounds have been off the chart, just going up and up and up. He's been invested on the boards more than usual for whatever reason. Pays minus 130. We have it at 61%. It's about a 4% edge versus the Bucks. So that was the top prop that we had for the early game there.
Nice.
Boom. All right, so Caruso over 3.5 rebounds, and then in the later game, Brandon Ingram over 19.5 points. And those are the 2 props. You got anything else
so
on this, Rob,
I see Need the Nukes here saying probably low minutes tonight. That's why Ingram's our top prop. That's for we're hoping he plays. If he doesn't, then that's tough. But before the injury, it was a locked in top projection. So hopefully he healed up since the last game, and he still plays 30 plus minutes.
Hovey dropping these types of things in the chat reminds me of that day. Do you guys remember when he came into Gridiron Gang and told us that Jimmy Graham was scoring and it was going to be the first touchdown?
Yeah.
And he fucking smacked. Yeah. Got me
And
pretty
his
good too.
touchdown was like plus 750, like the anytime. Wow.
He basically had the script on that. It was amazing.
He had 2 catches. I think they were both touchdowns in that game, and one of them was the first touchdown.
It was insane.
Wow.
Ingram is a must. Yeah, facts. We'll talk about this game when we dive into this game ourselves, but love Ingram all around. If he plays, if the minutes restriction is gone, there's no way that BI should not get 20 points or at least have the volume to get 20 points in this one. So good stuff, man. All right, Rob, you got anything else from the data, or is that it? Caruso and Ingram.
That's it for the props. If you guys want a game bet, we can do it, but I'm going to recommend just going to betalytics.com. You can get it there. I will say this, though, fellas. Are we hitting Nikola Jovic first basket tonight or what?
Shit, dude. You hit it the other day. Sook even had it on the fucking ready to rumble. You know what the funny thing, though, what was too? Robbie hit the first basket and then he didn't score another point the rest of the game.
That's what he does. Baby. That's what he does. He takes the first shot of the game, then he takes his shoes off.
He goes fucking gets a Gatorade and hits the showers.
We love him.
Jovic first basket. We are going to talk about Jovic a little bit more. We're going to talk about this too. Need the Nukes. Don't you worry, my friend. Don't you worry. If you guys want to get involved with BetOnline, check out the data and everything they have for every sports league, not just NBA, MLB, NHL, MLB all summer long. Get involved with NFL when it rolls. Guys, NFL is going to be here before you fucking know it again. Drafts next week. We're going to be talking football again over the summer. Get involved with BetOnline. You can go to betalytics.com. Use the promo code BNews to get 30% off your subscription. And we love having you here, man. Appreciate you, Rob. Appreciate you, Eugene, if you're still listening. Appreciate you guys giving away the awesome jersey for the raffle for Troy Hermo and Cancer Research. Thanks for all you guys do, man. You guys are awesome. Goats, as always. I'm so glad you guys spend some time with us every single week, man. Appreciate you.
Rob, I want to ask you. I know you have the Nuggets winning it all, right? I think you're a Raptors fan, right?
Yeah, that's for sure.
But who are you cheering for right now in these playoffs as we kick them off? Both the NHL and the NBA.
Well, NHL, I'm biased. I'm hockey first. I'm a massive Leafs fan. So,
Leafs?
yeah, huge Leafs fan. Less so when the Raptors are out. I don't know, man. I'm kind of just going for the Nuggets. I don't know why. I think they're going to win. I go with who I think I'm going to win and cheer for them. But they're a pretty likable team. I think so, anyways.
Fair enough.
I mean,
We've always got room on the wagon with Boston. If you ever feel so inclined.
Yeah, just from the Leafs Bruins, I'm genetically
Disinclined.
just to hate anything Boston. So
you're gonna lay Boston to rest until the Leafs beat the Bruins in the first round. Yeah,
Fair enough.
Good stuff. All right, well,
let's say would love to jump on a stream and preview some NHL playoffs. But yeah, I'll see you guys. I'll be seeing you guys throughout playoffs for both sports. So.
Oh yeah. Well, we got Puckett next Tuesday. We will be talking about the playoffs. So if you guys got time Tuesday, I'd love to have you on Tuesday. We'll be diving in with the kids on Puckett. So we'll talk about it and figure it out. But good stuff, brother. As always, go be Slim Shady in your Friday night and get rizzy with it. As always, appreciate you, Rob from BetOlytics. Chat, Major Dubs, and we will catch you guys next week. Have a great weekend, man. Take it easy.
All right. Cheers, guys. Fuck cancer and have a great weekend, all you guys.
Fuck cancer.
Love you, Rob.
Indeed. Take it easy on me. Major Dubs. Major Dubs.
It's too bad they got champion wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, they did. Hey, good points though. I mean, again, and that's the fun thing about these brackets. We're going to talk about our brackets real quick. We're not probably going to spend as much time diving into them because we got both of these games to get to. Oh yeah, Mookie. Oh yeah, Mokies. Fuck, dude. Oh yeah, Mokies. We got both. I see it here and it trips me out. On playback, I say it right. But Moki, yeah, we're doing playback for both games.
Yeah.
I'll probably only be present for the first one, but we'll do both for sure.
We'll see. You're a sicko, so we'll see.
Yeah, I am a sicko. Yeah, these boys know how much of a sicko I am. Chat, you guys, if you guys only knew, chat, if you only knew.
We're always trying to slow our homie down, man. He needs rest and relaxation sometimes. A little TLC.
24-hour stream, less than 48 hours before he flew to a different continent.
And hosted basket case on like a couple hours sleep after.
And then watched two play-in games before flying. I mean, he just loves y'all.
Hey man, you know when you love what you do, you don't work a day in your life. So
for you, the people.
Well, absolutely. Hey, play a prop. What's up, homie? Nah, seriously. I love what I do. I love hanging out with you guys and wouldn't have it any other way. So
bang, bang.
But when I say somebody's name wrong, it's probably because I should have been asleep 7 hours ago and I wasn't. So all right, real quick. Yeah, exactly. You bet your ass I am, Austin. Bet your ass I am. Gladly, because I'm gonna be sweating some bets. All right, let's talk about our brackets real quick before we dive into these games tonight. I'll go first, gents. I'll bring them up. Bring them out. You guys haven't loaded yours up. Bad boys. All right. First up for me, Thunder. I don't care who they're playing. They're winning. Clippers, Mavs. I'm on the other side of what Rob was saying. Give me the Mavericks, man. As you can see, if you guys look further down my bracket, I believe in this Mavericks team. Been talking about it for the past month. Luke is my MVP in my eyes. I think that he does some MVP type stuff, and I think Mavericks. Yeah, redhead. We're chilling. I think that just you wait there, brother. Just you wait. I think the Mavericks get the job done. Round one. Suns. I think Rob did a good job covering this. I agree with everything that he said. I think the Suns take down the Timberwolves. Haven't believed in the Timberwolves all season. We talked about it going into the season. I think they've done a little bit better than I expected, but I think that all the wheels will come falling apart in this first round, and I think that KD and Devin Booker will be too much for this team. So, give me the Suns. Now, chat. Give me the motherfucking Lakers. Now, this is either going to be the Lakers in 7 or they're going to get swept. So I'm either going to look like a massive bozo here, or I think that they're going to get the job done. I really think that this Lakers team will cause a problem to the Nuggets, especially if Jamal Murray is not 100%. And if the Lakers get hot at this time, and AD and LeBron start cooking, I think that they can catch the Nuggets early in this round. This was the time they wanted to play them. If they had them in the conference finals or the semis, it was going to be GG's. But this is the time that you can maybe catch the Nuggets before they get rolling. I think that this is the opportunity to do it. Give me Lakers in 7. Celtics. Magic.
K Titans actually seems like SPJ's burner because he's a Titans fan and a Lakers fan. And how many of those people exist in the fucking world?
Facts. K Titans is my homie. I mean, I'm just over here like, yes, that is me. Hello. Celtics. Easy. They might sweep the first round. Magic. Give me the Magic. Send the Cavs to the Sun. They suck. I think this Magic team actually can do some damage, and I think that they might cause the Celtics a little bit of problems in the conference semis. But I think they're going to get the job done against the Cavs. Bucks, don't care if they don't have Giannis. Pacers are going to fall apart. I think the Bucks get this done in 5 or 6. And then the Knicks against the 76ers. Joel still looks hurt. I think that Jalen Brunson is going to cook. And I think that they're going to win this game. I don't even think it goes 7. I think maybe they get it done in 5 or 6. And then the Knicks take down the Bucks, even if Giannis comes back. Celtics take down the Magic, probably in 5 or 6, maybe 7 if the Magic kind of show up and make things interesting. Mavericks take down the Thunder. I think Luka's going to do Luka things and make it tough. And then the Lakers already slayed the Giant. I think they're going to continue rolling and take down the Suns. Mavericks then beat the Lakers after that. Luka takes down LeBron. Celtics handily take care of the Knicks. And then I've been hanging out with these gentlemen too long. The Boston Celtics get the job done and lift the Larry O'Brien trophy in 7. I think we get 7 games. There we go. That is my bracket.
V, you got your bracket? You got it loaded up?
I do. Here we go. Did it change? No, it did not. But no, it did. I'm just making
it's exactly the same.
It's exactly the same. But here we go. Same channel.
Is it exactly identical?
No, it's not. It's not. So
Okay.
I would start off the West. I've got the Thunder clear, whatever that first round series is. I don't think it really matters. I just think that
I knew V would laugh at that, so I had to bring it up.
Got him.
Okay. So the Thunder are going to handle business in that first round. It doesn't matter if it's the Kings or the Pelicans. These guys are coming in off of 2 games, and it's just not a great look. Shea and this Thunder team and Mark Dagnall has looked fantastic. He counters. He changes up his defense. He's just doing so much out there constantly that goes overlooked, in my opinion. I think this Thunder team is poised for the second round. After that, I've got the Mavericks taking down the Clippers. I think Kawhi's injury is going to come back to bite these guys a little bit in the ass just because of how good Luka is. He's a guy that can win a series on his own, and he's done it before. Now we're going to the Timberwolves Suns, where I think the Suns handle business. I think that this Suns team is a lot better, and I think come playoff time is when we're going to see it. The same kind of thing that applies to this Lakers team, where if AD and LeBron can just get into the playoffs, they can take out any team in any series. Think applies to this same Suns team that has Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, and Kevin Durant. We saw Kevin Durant and Devin Booker play phenomenally together last season off of just less than half a season together, and got just outplayed by the things that the Nuggets were doing. I've got the Nuggets beating the Lakers. Obviously, we've talked about that. But I think the biggest surprise in my bracket here is the Suns upsetting the Nuggets in round 2. Sorry. The reason I have this here is going back-to-back is really fucking hard. Not just winning back-to-back titles, but getting to the finals 2 years in a row. That's 82 games. That's 16 playoff wins. And then another 16 playoff wins. The body is going to be put through so much. This team is a little bit different. Their energy guy, Bruce Brown, who gave them big plays in the playoffs, is no longer there. And I think this is when his lack of being there is going to be a little bit glaring. A bad game from MPJ or a bad game from Aaron Gordon, and this series could go either way. After that, I've got Luka making his first finals, beating Devin Booker and the Suns, probably averaging near 35-point triple-double in that series. And then moving on to the East, I got the Celtics going all the way, obviously. Don't need to talk about that too much, whether it's the Magic against the Bucks. I still think it's no contest here. The Bucks are going to get to the Eastern Conference Finals. Dame and Giannis will stay together for one more year, and Doc will keep his job. Because at the end of the day, Giannis might still be the best player in the Eastern Conference when healthy. Can't bet against this guy come playoff time. He's already got a fucking ring. I just think that he has enough to get it done against the Knicks. I think the Knicks breeze through the Sixers. I just think that Joel has had his playoff issues repeatedly. I was looking into it last night, and he kind of hasn't gotten over the hump. We've got Mitchell Robinson kind of back. We've got Hartenstein playing phenomenally. I just think this Knicks team is going to beat them up. That's what they do, and I think that's what happens in the first round here. But I think in the second round, sorry, it's a lot.
V, real quick. V, take a pause.
Yes.
Take a sip of something.
Got it. All right.
There we go. Also, Prindy might unsub if we keep talking.
I think so. I was hoping you were coming after this.
All three of us.
But I do think that the Bucks get the job done in the second round. They've got the playoff history. They've got the experience. And you can say whatever you want about Doc, but he's good enough for maybe a round or two. And then the Pacers Bucks, I know those Pacers are getting a lot of love, but Giannis is going to do whatever he wants. I understand if he misses the first game, I still think he comes back and kind of does what needs to get done against his Pacers team. I think even without him, they could get the job done. And then the Cavaliers Magic, send the Cavs to the Sun. Send them right now. They don't even need to play this series. Send the Magic to Boston. They can wait for the Celtics while the Cavaliers catch the next flight to the Sun.
Yep.
So
Send them.
Is it my turn?
It's your turn because I can't talk anymore.
Okay. I'm not going to be as long-winded as everybody else, but there's just a few things in this world that you got to know. Some things you got to know from the
The
plums.
shirt's coming off.
Some things you got to know from other places. Let me know. Give me a thumbs up. You can still hear me? You can still hear me? Some things you got to know with your heart. And I know this with my heart. That I didn't need to fill out a bracket. Why would I waste time filling out a bracket? Because I got a mind of my own. I know what I'm doing. I know what's going on. I know who's winning this championship. You don't got to tell me. It's history. It's banner number 18. It's happening. The last time the Celtics won 60 games, we won the chip.
Tell him
Telling me we won 64 games. Your boy told you the Celtics were winning 60. You didn't want to listen. You didn't want to listen. But we won the 60 games. And now we're here.
I wish you were centered in your camera doing this.
Let's go. Put it on. Holy.
You don't need my bracket because you know what's up.
Oh my god.
Oh my God. This is the best thing ever. This is the best. This is the greatest thing ever. This is what our show has culminated to right here. 64 wins. Right here.
I just have to tell you guys. We all have the Celtics winning except for Rob, who has the Nuggets. And mine is more just because I got to the point where the Mavericks were playing the Celtics and I couldn't figure out a way that I could pick the Mavericks in 7. If the Celtics find a way to not Lil Sook looks like a rapper right now. Lil Sook. Lil Sookie. Lil Sookie. If the Celtics somehow find a way to not make the championship this season, I don't know if we're gonna have a sauce team to watch the finals. Because these gents might be in
burn this
shambles.
planet down if we win the chip.
I'll burn it down if we don't. So you get the spots either way.
Either way, the planet's
say.
fucked.
Yeah, I was about to say we're screwed regardless.
I'm so stressed though.
All right. As you guys can, the planet's already fucked. Not to go morbid on you guys. If you guys want to fill out a bracket, as we said, like we just did, super easy. We all did this in less than 30 seconds because we don't know anything about this show. Go fill out a bracket. Please get involved. It's so has to take all that shit off now. Go get involved on the bracket challenge. It is one of our highlighted tweets. It's not the pin tweet anymore, but it's a highlighted tweet. It's under the NBA Finals. You will find it there very easily. It's free to enter. Get involved. The best bracket will win some betting news swag. Whatever you choose out of our store will be sent to you. So get involved. Go fill out a bracket. You have until tomorrow morning to get involved. So go, run. Check it out.
I forgot a part of my bit. I don't know if you can see this. Boston Celtics 2020-24 world champions. I didn't need a bracket because I had a banner. And you see that at the bottom? What is that? My motherfucking signature. See you on the other side.
This is gonna be a one. This is gonna be a wonderful clippable moment when the Celtics win.
It's gonna be
You'll be able
fantastic.
to take that home forever and ever. But yeah, go get involved. Go fill out a bracket for free and show that you're smarter than us. All you have to do is just not pick the Celtics to win the championship. And if they don't even make it, then you're already doing better than we are.
You guys can all
So-
go compete for second place because I'm winning this bracket challenge. I just want everyone to know that. But we have prizes for second place.
A handshake from Vsauce.
Oh my god.
Nugs and 6, a redhead. Don't hate that. Don't hate that.
Joey's back.
What's the Twitter handle? Colby Cheese 1. It is at Your Betting News. At Your Betting News. Go give us a follow. Check out our content. We have everything listed there. It's not the pinned tweet. It is under the highlighted tweets. It's like the third or fourth one down. You'll see it. It says NBA playoff bracket mania. Get involved. Fill it out for free. Go check it
What
out.
happened, boys? I blacked out. What happened?
You said some dumbass shit and said the Celtics were winning the chip. That's all that happened.
Oh my god. There's a bracket
there it
challenge
is.
dropped for everybody.
Visa Go. There's the link. Get involved. Go check it out.
Oh my god.
Okay, Boston has the Sixers over the Knicks. Real quick before we dive in to these games tonight, because we only got 2 games, and we're usually on here talking about 100 games, so we've got plenty of time.
We have 2.5 hours to fill, right?
I know. We can go in depth, boys. What is your take on this series, the Knicks and the Sixers? Obviously, you've got the Knicks probably in the best position that they've been in 5 seasons, I would say, going into the playoffs. High seed, Brunson playing all NBA level basketball. Joel Embiid hampered. And besides a Nicholas Batum legacy performance, we wouldn't even maybe be talking about this team right now. So what do you guys think about Prindy? I love you, homie, but you were almost in shambles the other night. Besides, Al Horford's skinny brother. So what are we seeing in this situation in this series? Do we think that the Sixers have enough opportunity to get over the hump with a laboring Embiid?
I think it's important to note here that shout out NBA University, who put out a graphic that had the top lineups per minimum 700 possessions. Knicks had a team in that top 5. Then they put out another graphic that had minimum 300 possessions. Knicks were the only team to have another top 5 placement right there in the NBA University graphic. So the Knicks are elite. They have a lot of pieces. The Sixers are beat up. And the Knicks, what do they like to do? They like to play rough and tumble. They like to crash the boards. They like to break you. Like Josh Hart says, he gets rebounds that break your back and break your morals. And you're just sad when you play the Knicks. So I think the Knicks are in a spot where, like we talked about this on the playback streams, Joel Embiid's his fucking physical demeanor is terrible. It's not going to lead this team to a series victory at all. They're not even winning one round, 2 rounds, doesn't matter. They're not winning one even. The Sixers are done here.
If they win this series somehow, they're cooked the following series. Because first of all, he does not in condition. And I just don't. I'm looking at the way that they played against the Heat. Besides, if Jimmy Butler didn't get hurt, this Sixers team would be playing tonight. I think. And I don't see a way that they looked a little bit in shambles. They've been in shambles without Embiid. And I mean, we watched it when we were watching the game the other night on playback. I'm not a big Embiid guy myself. I don't love him as a player in general. He is obviously great. He's a superstar, but like I don't like his game that much. And when he's not 100%, I don't like it even more because he's slow. He causes major defensive issues for this team. And if you take, what are they going to do? How are they going to guard Brunson? How are they going to guard all the offensive weapons that the Knicks? I mean, what are they going to do with this team? I know that they're not an offensive juggernaut, but like, I don't see a way that this team is going to be able to. I mean, Tobias Harris looked awful in that game. And again, if without a legacy Batum performance, we would be talking about this team playing tonight. So I think it's tough times right now. If Embiid looks way better and going into this game and in this series, maybe they pull it out because he turns into the MVP we've seen in previous seasons. But if he plays like he did what we saw a couple nights ago, they're cookie caked. Yeah,
taking contested shots over 2 guys. Like, yes, he made some amazing passes at the end of the game, but he just didn't seem like he had it in him. Like he doesn't look healthy.
Who on the 76ers is going to guard Jalen Brunson?
He's gonna bully ball his way to 35 a night.
I mean, Tyrese Maxey's not going to guard him.
I mean, it's gonna be his assignment, but is he gonna take care of him? No.
Kelly Oubre,
Kelly
if Kelly Oubre
Oubre.
guards him, he's going to get in foul trouble, and he's not even going to play the whole game.
Kelly
If
Oubre's
they're
not
just-
that great of a defender. He's just active and long. Like, he has length. You know what I mean? I agree with everything you guys are saying. The reason I'm saying I think this is just familiar territory for the Sixers, for Sixer fans. Unfortunately, it's playoff time, and this is where Joel starts to kind of come unraveled. Whether it's because of his play, whether it's because he's hampered by health issues, but it seems to be like a reoccurring story now, unfortunately, because of how good he is and how much potential there is. This Knicks team is probably, outside of Miami, the worst first-round matchup he could have had in terms of physicality that he's going to face. A team coached by Tom Thibs is going to beat you up. That's what they're going to do. They're going to send double teams at you. They're going to send triple teams at you.
Trendy, we're not trying to hurt you. We're just
We
trying to analyze
are
this game.
literally directly shitting on his team.
I
But
hope you can clip all of this. I really do, because
sure.
if Joel's
We love Tyrese Maxey. We love some guys on this team. It's
Sure.
just when we're talking about it, like keep going. Like when we talk about it, like objectively, it's gonna be tough with this stacked Knicks team. Vibes are high. I know this kind of doesn't make sense, but last night I went to the Flames game, and it was pregame warmups, and it's the last game of the season. And I was talking about this when I was on stream yesterday with Enzi and Shaggy. Like, vibes are high in Calgary. Like, yes, it was the end of the season. We're not making the playoffs, but we made moves. We have guys that are together. That's the Knicks. They're together. In the pregame last night in the Flames game, I was watching. All the Flames were together, huddled up, playing games, not exactly taking warm-up seriously, but they were having fun. And the Sharks were all just kind of skating around alone. I looked at Kanika, I said, these guys are about to get fucking dusted. And that's kind of like what's going on in Philadelphia. The city of brotherly love has ran out of love, and this team is kind of beat up. Besides a Batum legacy game, they would have been already bounced.
They would have been bounced. And sorry, go ahead, SBJ.
No, I was just going to say, just to try to shine a bit of light on the city of Philadelphia. This can go the other direction if one of two things happens. If Tyrese Maxey turns it up another notch, this could turn into a whole new series. Secondly, if Jalen Brunson stops dropping almost 35 points a game, the Knicks are in trouble because they do not have the offensive firepower besides Brunson to be able to keep up with a high-scoring offense. So if both of those things do happen in this series, this could get very interesting. I do not see both of those things happening, but that would be the way that I feel like that the Sixers could cruise through here and possibly get the job done against this Knicks team. That would be my avenue.
I think the one thing too that not a lot of people are talking about. Sorry, I'm just all kinds of fucked up today.
He burned sage before the show. It was kind of got to his throat.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's a
He
very
was so excited coming in, and now he can't even keep it all out of his throat. Yeah.
Out of his throat.
whoa. All right, but nobody's talking about the fact that this is Tyrese Maxey's first ever playoff series as like a number 2 option. I know that he's had series where guys have gotten hurt, where Joel's gone down, or Harden's had to sit. But this is the first series where guys are going to come in. Teams are game planning for him, right? Nobody was game planning for him in the past. And that's what we saw early on this season when teams weren't great game planning for him. He was eating them up. He was putting up 35. He had 6, 7 threes because nobody was accounting for him. Joel went down, and when the focus shifted, that's what happened. Everybody was wondering, why did Tyrese Maxey finish 19 points last game? Why was Lowry shooting more? Because one dude was a little bit scared of the moment, and one dude's been there before, right? You can say whatever you want. I don't think Maxey's the guy that's going to be continuously scared of the moment. It's a 7-game series. You shake it off and you get back, right? But the thing is this is the first series where you're game planning for this guy, and now you're facing a top 3 defense. You're facing probably a top 2 defense at the guard position. You're facing guys like DiVincenzo, Hart, who are going to be relentless on defense. McBride, they don't even take minutes off. Right? So you're going to be facing their top squad for like 36, 38 minutes per game. Things are going to shift. Things are going to change. And it's all on Joel's health, I think. And I also think that they have the coaching advantage, unfortunately. I know Nick Nurse gets a lot of help. People are even talking about the adjustments he made at halftime. In my opinion, no adjustments were made. Jimmy got hurt, and the Sixers got by the skin of their teeth. You know what I mean?
B, do you want to mention the post you sent us real quick? Because that was a W post. I don't know if it's true. We can't corroborate if it happened, but I kind of remember. You want me to talk about it?
Yeah, please.
All right. So Tyler Hero went 9 for 27, and apparently Jimmy Butler got on the bus. We cannot corroborate the story, so this is all allegedly.
It's not true. Let's just say it's not true. It was a parody account. It was. I sent it.
Oh, it's a parody.
To get a reaction.
Okay, it's a funny story though.
Yeah.
So Jimmy was saying 9 of 27 on the bus, 9 of 27 on the bus, and then Hero got mad and swung at him and missed, and then Jimmy said 9 of 28. But now it doesn't matter because I thought it was a real story. I got by the parody account.
I sent it in our fantasy group chat to get a reaction out of anybody, and I don't think anybody even said anything.
I was
about to say I wasn't in that group chat. I didn't see that. So
I thought it was real too when I first saw it, and then I went to the page and I was just like, "Oh, Centel." You know how they do the thing CEN and not like Central.
Yeah,
that's what got me.
CTE.
I hate that account.
Yeah,
fucking hate that account too. I blocked that shit. It drives me crazy. One more thing to talk about this, and then we'll. I just can't, dude. I got to the point now where I'll block accounts that piss me off. I can't deal with it, bro. The last thing I want to say about this, and then we can start diving into these games tonight, because this kind of ties into the Heat. The thing that kind of made me know that this 76ers team is not ready to do anything in this playoffs is how that game went against the Heat. We talked about it when we watched the game live. The Heat played a pretty good, and as they do, because that's what the Heat do. They bother you in ways that is because Eric Spoelstra is a fantastic head coach. They bother you in ways when they are undermanned. They played a really aggressive, weird zone. And a professional basketball team could not figure out how to play offense against a fucking zone for an entire half of basketball. You cannot tell me that you are a professional. I played basketball at fucking high school and I could have beaten that fucking zone. They looked in shambles against a zone. And it was like, this team's going fucking nowhere. It was awful to watch. They just, like you said, V, they got by the skin of their teeth in the second half because Jimmy got hurt, and they had to stop playing that zone because Jimmy is a huge part of that zone. That was when I knew this team, if they get out of the first round, miracle, they're not going any further than that.
Say it louder for people in the back, SPJ. Legit. You can't break the zone. You can't do shit offensively.
For a half, dude. I get it. A couple possessions. You figure your shit out. You call a timeout. You call a couple plays. You do what you're going to do. It's shambles.
There's a reason teams don't play zone in 2024 because it's the easiest thing to break defensively. Literally, when it works, it's because you're in the other team's head and they're just not shooting the ball. I'm sorry to keep going on about this, but I just saw this clip of, you guys remember Stephen Bonner? Right? That was Stephen? Was his first name?
No, Matt. Stephen Bonner was the UFC fighter.
Matt Bonner?
Matt Bonner.
Matt Bonner.
Prendy can't handle it anymore.
But Bonner comes on and he's talking about, he's like, Pop calls a timeout. Pop comes up to me. He's like, what do you do best for us offensively? Bonner's like, shoot the ball. So he's like, do you think we win more games when you take open shots? Bonner's like, yes. He's like, if you stop taking those open shots, I will bench you and trade you the very next day. Right? And that's the thing. You have that. That's why zones don't work, because now 1 through 5, everybody in the NBA is willing to take that shot, and 1 through 5 is going to hit it over 35% most of the time. So you got to just be willing to take it, break that zone, and end of the day, we have props, Prendy. We have props for today. We don't need to talk about tomorrow.
We'll get into today now.
So you don't have to listen to us.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we got stuff to get through for these games tonight. Obviously, the 76ers got the job done, and they're going to play a full series against the Knicks. And you guys can clip the entire last 10 minutes of the show when the Sixers sweep the Knicks. So you're welcome. Go ahead and clip it up, and we will eat crow later. Now, especially Prendy.
Isn't Villanova in Philadelphia?
We love you.
It is.
Oh my God. So the Knicks are just gonna have home game.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
All right,
Major L's going to the brotherly love city. Sorry.
tonight, gentlemen, we have the piece de resistance, the last 2 games to start the playoffs, the play and get in. All the marbles on the line for all 4 of these teams tonight. They won their respective games or they lost the other game to get to this point. Win and in for both of these teams. First game, we have the Chicago Bulls traveling to South Beach to take on the team we were just discussing, unfortunately for Prindy, a little bit too much at nauseum, the Miami Heat. The Miami Heat currently are 1.5 point favorites. V, do you have Outlier? Can you pull up Outlier? We have the Miami Heat are currently 1.5 point favorites against the Chicago Bulls after that really impressive performance the other night. And the Heat obviously lost a heartbreaker to the 76ers. The Bulls, as soon as that game finished with the Bulls, as soon as it finished, I said to the guys when we were live, whatever the line is, if it is less than -2 towards the Bulls, I'm probably going to hammer it. The Bulls opened as 2.5 point underdogs in this game. This was before we knew exactly the news on what Jimmy Butler was going to deal with his knee. We have since found out that he is not going to be playing in this game, probably for 2 to 3 weeks, maybe longer, depending upon how long this goes on. If they're in Cabo, doesn't matter. But if they win this game tonight, we will then hear a lot about this news for the next 2 weeks. I want to talk a little bit about the sides of this game first before we dive into our favorite props in this one. Just newsflash, guys, all of our props are in this game. We all have props in this game. We will talk, obviously, about the Kings and the Pelicans as well, but the 3 of us all have props here. However,
The PODs are in this game.
Yeah, the PODs. We got some other looks that we'll discuss with you guys, but the line's still fishy to me. I really don't understand. I think Miami's obviously getting a tiny bit of benefit of the doubt here because they are at home. But I really don't understand why this is not a pick'em.
Can I talk
Or
about
even
Can I talk about that? I've been thinking about this a lot today, and I've been
Of
kind of
course.
I was talking to AP. I don't know if he's in here right now, but I was talking to AP in the DMs about this line, and I know that he is on Miami. Obviously, I'm not. I think I've made that pretty clear to everybody that I'm rolling with the Bulls tonight, and I wish I took that +2.5, and we had both said it. Anything less than -2.5, we're hammering. And then it came out, and I was like, all right, that's sus. I can't hammer that right away. That's a weird line.
Yeah.
But the more and more I've thought about it, like over the last few days, is Miami has the advantage over the Bulls in my opinion, every major category outside of DeMar DeRozan versus Jimmy Butler matchup, right? Like, yes, no Jimmy Butler means DeMar DeRozan obviously takes that matchup, and he is the best player on the court in this one game, win or go home. These guys love this, and I know Gerald does too, and I'm sure they'll get to that in a second. But
Talk about it in a minute.
it's literally win or go home. The best player on the court is going to be DeMar DeRozan. But outside of that, you got Vooch and Bam, advantage Bam. And you got, I know, Io or Kobe White. Tyler Hero's going to get the advantage just because of, like, he's got better prior history. You know that what he brings offensively. He kind of caught fire at the end of that Sixers game. I know he went 9 of 27, which was terrible, but I'm pretty sure it's like he went 6 of 9 in the second half or something like that. Like, he really picked it up in that fourth quarter, and he was the reason that the Sixers didn't cover that game and almost choked it away. I think that tonight he also has the matchup. And then coaches, Eric Spoelstra or Billy Donovan. I know Billy Donovan is no slump. He's had success at the college level, and he's had success with the Thunder team too, but he hasn't really done anything with this Bulls team. He hasn't shown that poise that was required in the playoffs, and they've been a perennial play-in team, this Bulls team. This was the exact same spot this team was in last year, and even prior history points towards the Heat getting it done in this spot. The Heat not only won the play-in game last year, but they won 3 series along their way. This team is much more than just Jimmy Butler's 25 and 5 a game, right? They bring scoring from all positions. They defend all positions. And Bam has taken that next step this year. I think that's why the line is sitting where it is. And that's why, like, the more and more I rack my brain about it, in a one-game winner go home, you have the coaching advantage, somewhat player personnel advantage, and you're the home team. This line kind of makes sense to me, at least. That's why I'm taking the Bulls plus 110 on the money line. Not taking the points. I think they win this one outright. I think they get some revenge for last season. You can't tell me that this Bulls team hasn't been thinking about it since Miami lost their game before the Bulls game even tipped off, right? They're looking at the Heat. They've got revenge on their mind. I think DeMar and company want to make it to the playoffs one last time before they probably blow this team up next season.
Mm-hmm.
I toiled with taking the Bulls forever and ever. I really thought about taking the 2.5 when it first came out. It then was 1.5 the next day. And now it's, still there. I like the Bulls too. I'm with you. I think that this game is going to be incredibly close. We might even get overtime in this one. I think that it's going to be a wonderful basketball game. But I agree with everything you just said. The line does kind of make sense in that regard. I just really feel like that this is when we're going to find out the importance of Jimmy Butler to this team. If the Heat get the job done without Jimmy Butler, I will then really Spo deserves fucking hella props, dude, for what he's able to accomplish without, the glue to this team. It's a Bulls game, 99% chance of OT. Yeah.
Only if they're leading after 3 quarters.
Sook, do you want to say anything about just the game itself before we talk about
do you have a
props?
lead on the side? I don't know. I haven't heard you talk about a side.
Because it's always the playoffs. It's the play-in. It's unprecedented territory, and on one side you got Eric Spoelstra, and on the other side you got DeMar DeRozan. I think those are the X factors here. And before we jump into the props, all I want to say is that from the plums, I think it's the Bulls today. I think we get a good game, just because sometimes when we always think like, oh, this is going to be a good game, ends up shit. Then we think, oh, this is a shit game, and it ends up good. And I think it's kind of the latter tonight. These are two teams that just want to win. A bunch of these Bulls players have been playing over 40 minutes a night. Even when they had that mean nothing game at the end of the season, V was like, why are they playing? I'm like, oh, they're just every night. Billy Donovan wants a dub. So I think just because the Heat are kind of broken and the Bulls are kind of probably super pumped up after that W. So give me the Bulls.
That's one thing you said to me. Sorry to interrupt you, but just to give you your flowers, is when I asked him why are they playing this game, he's like, because they don't it would be against the culture that they're cultivating there to take a game off. It doesn't matter whether they move in the standings or not. And I really thought that if they lost to Atlanta, Billy Donovan and everybody is going to be scrutinized for playing in that game. And I honestly think that looks right. Them playing in that game led to them coming out firing against ATL. Kobe White hot from the field. I don't think DeRozan missed a shot in that first quarter, right? It was fantastic to watch.
I was a non-believer in Kobe White until that play-in game, and I was like, holy, this guy can hit some tough shots.
I would argue that you find out more about your players in situations of games that don't matter versus games that do matter. Because showing up for work and doing your job is a lot harder when there are no incredible circumstances around the situation. To perform excellently in those environments requires more mental fortitude. It requires more dedication, and it requires more concentration.
No games off. No games off.
No days off. That is how you cultivate championship culture. And that is what you said is what's happening. Whether they end up doing that, obviously, who fuck knows. But it starts somewhere, and that's how that happens. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about Kevin Love. Earlier today, I had already locked in Jaime Jaquez over 13.5 points. Love it still. It's weird that my two favorite props during this game are on the Heat side of things, and I lead with the Bulls. However, I love Jaime Jaquez 13.5. Then when we were in Spaces, our buddy Mom Martinez brought up Kevin Love, looked at the numbers, looked at the stats, and I could not love this play anymore. So I'm not going to take credit that I labbed this heavily and found it. I did lab it appropriately after that Mom Martinez brought it to my attention, so shout out Mom Martinez. But over 5.5 points. What's up, Alec? I double dipped on this prop. I took the over 5.5 points. And I laddered it to 10 and 15 plus. And I also took his over 1.5 threes, and I laddered it to 3 plus. This line is too low. No Jimmy Butler in this game. Kevin Love is probably going to play 15 to 20 plus minutes, maybe more. If he plays more, this is going to be free queso. This could hit in 2 possessions. The way that Kevin Love's been playing in this game, he has, as you can see on the graph on the screen that V has in front of you guys, he's played in his last 3 games 16, 14, and 10 points in 3 of his last 4 games, playing 17 to 18 minutes in those 3 games. He's hit in 5 of his last 6 games versus Chicago, and that's dating back to last season. And he also has hit in 3 straight this season against Chicago with 11, 16, and 22 points in those games, playing 15, 21, and 26 minutes. Not even playing a full 30. Took 12 shots in the last 2 games against the Bulls, and he took 8 and 10 three-pointers in those games. He made 3, 3, and 6 in his last 3 against Chicago. 3 plus 3s is plus 450. I do not think that the Bulls, Drummond or Vucevic, are going to want to get out and defend Kevin Love on the perimeter. This is a hammer spot. 5.5 is way too low. He could hit this literally in the first quarter. He probably won't play much of the first quarter. He might play near the end of the first quarter just with how that rotation works. But I love this line. It's way too low to me. If it's sus and it doesn't happen, who gives a fuck? This could literally smack in 2 possessions. I like it a lot. I really like it. I laddered everything about it. 3s, points. I like his rebounds too. His rebounds is a really good prop as well. If you want to take the PR as a straight bet of over 10.5, he has hit his rebounding line in 4 straight games against the Bulls. And I mean, not only hitting, smacking his rebounding line. So love it. Love everything about it. It's too low. It's a sneaky prop, but the additional caveat here, and then I'll pass it to you guys because I could talk about this prop for another 30 minutes, is no Jimmy Butler. Eric Spoelstra is going to use a little bit of everybody. He's going to do that whole thing. You know when chefs are kind of just like, they don't have the recipe anymore, so they're just kind of they're like, fuck it, and they just start throwing random ingredients into the fucking stew. That's what he's going to do tonight. We might see Kevin Love play 30 minutes. We might see him play 15. I don't care. I think he's going to smack this prop. Real quick as well, I really do like, I also really like Jaime Jaquez. That's the first thing I locked in today, over 13.5 points. He will get substantial minutes with no Jimmy in the lineup too. He should take, I would say, 15 shots at least in this game. 13.5 points feels too low for a guy that's had 15 plus in 3 straight games, with playing less minutes than that. No Jimmy equals more shots for Jaime. 13.5 feels too low. Love this line. Got it earlier today. That was the other one that I was going to pitch. Then I fell in love with this Kevin Love prop. Give it to me.
So you want to add on to how you do love what's Kevin Love and another Heat prop?
Yes, I do have another Heat prop. It's not one I'm super confident. I wasn't super confident on. I looked at it all day. I looked at it last night, and it was looking at plus money, and I did not take it. And as the day went on, I thought about it, and then I finally took it when I got it at minus 105. Tyler Hero under 3.5 turnovers. It was kind of from the Plums play in the last 2 games. Tyler Hero has 17 assists, but he also has 11 turnovers. And I think he's kind of coming back from injury. We'll tighten it up tonight. And I think against this Bulls team, he's not going to want to turn the ball over again. As you guys know, a guy that's turned the ball over that much in 2 games, there's no way a coach hasn't pulled him aside and showed him some tape and told him, hey, in this situation, in this PNR, you got to not turn the ball over. So I think that's going to be a point of focus. And what really made me hammer it home and take the play was I went on BetOlytics, checked them out. They have Tyler Hero projected for 2.94 turnovers, so hitting the under, and that's got an 81% hit rate on the season. So Tyler Hero does have bursts of games where he does turn the ball over a lot, but on the season, he's been decent with the ball. So give me Tyler Hero under 3.5 turnovers in this game against the Bulls. Both teams play at incredibly low paces, bottom third of the league for both of them. So I think there's not going to be a lot of opportunities for Tyler to turn the ball over tonight when it's going to be his focus not to do so.
That is a Plums play, dude.
That is, yeah. I like this. Look, like if you can see his numbers right here over the season. It's not a line that he goes over often. I know maybe the matchup is a lot tougher, but the thing is the Bulls play at a lot slower pace. So that means for less fast break opportunities, less messy basketball. It's a lot more put together, running offensive sets, and the Bulls kind of force you to play in that way as well. I think Hero definitely, like, you can't turn over the ball as many times as he did last game, lose that game by 1 point, and expect Spo to not be like, yo, we don't have Jimmy tonight. We're going to need you to take care of the motherfucking ball, right?
Mhm.
We can't have this nonsense. We can't be giving away free points, especially from a Miami team that is 99% of the time so disciplined.
Yeah.
I love this place. Look, I really do. I thought we were going to talk about Jovic. This is exciting.
Yeah. I thought we were talking about Jovic too. Do you want to mention Jovic as well before V talks about his play?
Honestly, I kind of went off Jovic because what we were talking about K Love. They kind of like to have they kind of like to run. Yeah, exactly. They're juggling them too. Whenever they have the favorable matchup, K Love does very well against bench players. He's the savvy vet. Jovic is a young guy with athleticism that can hit open threes, so he does well in the starting lineup. Who kind of lacks shooting capabilities. So I kind of moved off Jovic because I love the love look. I love the love look. Love.
Love the love. Blah 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 blah. Thoughts on Javante rebounds? I did look at that, Prindy, and I didn't love it as much as you're mentioning. But doesn't mean it can't smack. He's been playing great, and there's going to be probably a lot of missed testy shots in this game, I would imagine. So, I mean, his points looks very enticing too.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Gerald, the only stock I got for you is Alvarado for a steal, but it's fully juiced. I think he's going to play tonight, and I don't think the Pelicans are going to win this game. So I think they're kind of going to need Alvarado to go muck about.
Go muck some clam.
All right, V. Talk to us about Ayo.
Man, I'm just I'm looking at somebody that I think lines haven't been as adjusted just because of last game. We saw DeMar have the game he had, right? We saw Kobe White have the game he had, and we saw Vucevic miss probably 100 open threes. I just think that Ayo played 41 minutes last game. His minutes have been insane. And I remember when we were on playback, this is, again, why I love watching these games together, because I missed something that Sook looked at me and pointed out. It's like Billy Donovan just looked at Ayo and Kobe White and he said, when you need a break, you fucking tell me, because I'm leaving you out there. We're rolling it. We're rolling like this. He doesn't have anybody else. Caruso got hurt last game, and even if he plays tonight, I don't think Caruso is going to be in the kind of shape to play 40 minutes. I understand the injury with his foot. It makes sense that he might play tonight because of like Drummond's size and everything like that. Even him stepping on your foot is going to cause an abnormal amount of swelling. When there's that much swelling, you don't know always, is there something broken? Is there anything fractured in there?
Talk to him, doctor.
If the swelling comes down and there's no issues there, he should be fine, right? And if he plays tonight, I think that's the case. But even then, I don't think he's going to be playing 40-plus minutes. Ayo and Kobe White are the keys to this game. DeMar's going to probably have a good game. Bam's going to have a good game. Hero's going to have a good game. But it's these X factors that are really going to make the difference in this one. We've talked about it. Miami guard play has been subpar this season because guys like Cody Martin and things like that aren't moving the way that they did last season. There's no Jimmy tonight. And I think that Ayo, a guy that played 41 minutes in a blowout win, is another guy that could see another uptick in minutes. He had 19 points in his last game. He only had 3 assists and 5 potential, but that's a lot because Kobe White was doing a lot of the ball handling. I think that tonight in a game where it's win or go home, nothing, there is no tomorrow if you don't win. I like his points and assists. I also like his points line at 14.5, but I think it's honestly the points and assists at 18.5. I think this is the move. Somebody's playing 40-plus minutes. You need them to get 20 points and assists. He's going to have the ball in his hands. He's going to shoot. And this Heat perimeter defense has not been as good as it's been in years past. I think that guys like Tyler Hero, who knows, Duncan Robinson may be seeing some increased minutes today. I really think that this is a good spot for him to kind of like put his stamp on the season that him and Kobe White have had this year, because it's been an impressive fucking season. And I think both these guys deserve their flowers. So give me Ayo over 18.5 points and assists.
The PA. Okay. I mean, you said it rightly so. We talked about it all season. This is not the same Miami Heat defense that we've discussed. I mean,
No.
they had to play a zone against the Sixers to hang in that game because they knew ball for ball, man for man, they were not going to be able to check this team. Um, and that it worked, but that goes to show you the defensive ideals and the defensive personnel that Eric Spoelstra believes that this team has. And the Bulls got guards, dude. Like you said, Io's been cooking. Kobe White was awesome last game. Maybe he comes back down to earth a little bit, but I mean, somebody brought up his RA in spaces today. Love that look. I'm not going to play it just because I'm exposed in other areas, but I mean, his RA is a great spot, especially if you think that the Heat are basically just going to say, look, this guy cannot drop 40 again. We're going to fucking lose if that happens. If they try to lock him down and clamp him up, the AR of 9.5 looks free. I think this is going to come down to DeMar, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, baby. Talk to
I think
me.
if DeMar comes into this game and drops 30 and looks like DeMar, like we thought watching the first game that he was going to do that, maybe even go for 40, but he slowed down and he didn't need to because Kobe White took over. But
Yeah, stayed in the flow of the game. It's DeMar style.
right, but
Go ahead. No.
no, I was just going to say that I just feel like that if this could be one of those situations where we just truly see DeMar cook. Take this opportunity, run with it. No Jimmy, give it to me. Let's go. Let's go to the playoffs and lose to the Celtics in 4. But I mean, let's get it done. And I feel like that could be the case here, and it's going to be a hell of a basketball game. I hope it is.
Mm-hmm.
It should be.
I took a very
And,
weird ticket on DeMar. I took him for 20 plus points, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds, minus 115, because I thought he was going to go nuclear. So I basically bet his season averages. He averages 24, 4 rebounds, and just under 5.5 assists. So
you just
I
his
do agree that
PRA
he's
just broken down.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, watered, because we can't take alt PRA, so you got to build it yourself.
That makes sense.
I like the plan, and I think that again, it is going to come down to DeMar. DeMar's early play in that first game really opened up the floor for everybody, right? Kobe White had 40, Io had 19. We saw guys like Javonte Green had 10 plus points. The floor was just, I know they played a Hawks team who defensively have been really fucking bad this year. Now they're going up against Miami, but Miami's defense, as good as it is it's that good because of guys like Jimmy, because of guys like Bam, because they have bodies that are interchangeable. They're beat up right now. They don't have the bodies, and I just think that they get cooked by guard play tonight. So,
Do we have anything else in this game? Because otherwise, should we keep bobbing and weaving?
yeah, I guess we got Bulls, Bulls. Fuck.
Come on, try, give it a try.
Tyler Hero under 3.5 turnovers, and Io over 18.5 points and assists.
We're gonna have to figure out a way to make some sort of parlay with these two games put together. And we'll figure that out. It's nice. We got plenty of time. It's 4:30 for you guys.
Yeah.
It's 5:30 on the East Coast. What do we got? An hour and a half till tip off for this game?
2 hours, I think, right?
Is it 6?
Oh no, I think it's 6. You're right. It's 6.
I think it's at 6.
Mm-hmm.
I sprinkled on Kevin Love double redhead. What the fuck odds were that? Plus 1,500, plus 2,000. That's cheeky, brother, and I like it.
I mean, someone needs a triple double. We both put it on LeBron. Then I put it on DeJounte. They got so fucking close. Someone's getting a
1,600.
playoff triple double.
But he said
Double-double.
double plus
Oh,
1,600.
double-double.
He just needs to. He's gonna have, if he plays 20 minute plus, he's gonna get plenty of opportunities. His PR is probably I just like the points at 5.5, dude. Like what? I took it at 6.5 for plus money because I believe that he gets 10. But 5.5 for a playable number on your book, that's 2 threes.
Yep.
Bing bong. See you
2
later.
possessions.
That's 2 possessions. Like, and he's gonna take them. Fucking Andre Drummond ain't gonna guard that motherfucker. He's not going out there and guarding the perimeter. Vucevic isn't either. Yeah. I love the Io look. I love what you said about Hero. I also do like Jovic too. I think they can both hit. Yeah, that was pain. I like his AR again too, like I said from Homie in the chat earlier. That was a good spot as well. I had a lot more things that I liked in this game in comparison to the next game, which is surprising because the Kings can be a little bit of a prop factory, and it's a close spread again. And both of these teams have the propensity to score points. Just need a plus 1,000 later to throw my life savings on. We're getting there.
Don't we
2019.
all? Don't
We're getting
we
there.
all?
We're getting there. We're getting there. First of all, can we all agree that we like BI in this game?
Yep.
Yeah.
I
Did
think
the
I like-
we were talking about his minutes restriction? Did I hear someone say that he's off a minutes restriction, or did I dream that?
I said it, but I said it from my plums, not from actual reporting. I just don't see a way that they don't have Zion and they're not going to play him 30 plus in this game. They need to win. He's probably healthy enough where they run it. If he gets a little tweaked up and they lose, fuck it, go to Cabo and you know, have some people rub your ass or something. Like, you'll be fine. I don't see a way he doesn't play substantial minutes in this game. I just don't see it happening, man. They're gonna lose if that happens. CJ McCollum's not carrying this fucking team, and who the fuck else do they have? So I love the BI look. I like the McCollum assists. Don't want to touch his points, even though the angle of him hating the Kings for the way that they kind of dogged him earlier in his career does exist.
McCollum? Like
Yeah.
dogged him on the court, or like
They were supposed to like give him an opportunity to play there, and they didn't do it.
I did not
And
know
so
that.
so he has like a bit of bad blood against this team. But we saw what CJ did last game. I just can't trust this dude. He's gonna go probably nuclear tonight, but
No, he's not.
I don't. I just really don't. I don't think that it's gonna happen, man.
We saw him in the playoff CJ in full effect. He's ready.
It's at home, no Zion. But the interesting point is that with no Zion, it changes like a lot for this Pels team, the way they play offense.
Yeah, look at that change.
I mean, Zion, we've seen it. Like the way that Zion's been dominating, the defense was having to adjust so heavily to how Zion was attacking the paint that like they were literally just running to the paint. And it just left everybody fucking open. So his potential assist was out the ass. These Pelicans just weren't really hitting any shots. That's not going to happen this game because they're not scared of anybody, you know, fucking railroading into the paint. Sure, BI can get to the rack, but there's nobody else on this team that scares you like that. So it's just going to totally change the defensive outlook of everything. I lean with the Kings here, man. I just don't think the Pelicans are going to have enough to get the job done. You said it to start it out, V. Like, you can talk more about why you like the Kings as well, but I lean with the Kings pretty heavily in this one.
I agree with you, SBJ. I agree with everything that you said. I think that CJ from what we've seen, his historical numbers show it. He's just not made for these moments. You know, they looked really bad in that last game. And I would argue that nobody collapses the paint or has the effect on a defense that Zion does since like LeBron James in his probably first stint in Cleveland, then again in Miami. That drive and kick game, what was the strategy? It was surround LeBron with shooters because when he drove inside, everybody comes to collapse because he's finishing through any and all contact, right? The same kind of thing Shaq did. And now we're seeing a guy like Zion, who is a like 75% finisher in the paint. Whether he's taking a little like jump shot or whatever he's doing, defenses are collapsing around him. Guys like Herb Jones, Trey Murphy, those guys are benefiting greatly from it. I think that tonight they're going to see a little bit of a step down in the 3-point percentages. They haven't been good at home this year. That's the other thing that stands out is that they haven't performed well in front of their home crowd. They just lost a home play-in game. And I think that right there is super indicative of the state of this team and just the mental state. I lean with the Kings too. Another reason is because I understand your read with Brandon Ingram, but his playing time at 25 minutes in a must-win game, the very last game, even the Lakers game was a must-win game. If they won that game, they wouldn't be in a play-in game. They wouldn't have to play these two games, and Ingram would have been able to rest an extra 4 to 5 days. I really think that it's because his injury that they know that if he plays that many minutes, he's at a pretty high risk of re-aggravating his injury in a severe manner, and that's why they're limiting it. I think because of that, I like the Kings. And I think that honestly, if you bet the Kings and Brandon Ingram, you're kind of covered both ways, just because we've also seen Ingram put up 30 points in a half. right? So this Kings defense is terrible. They give up lots of fucking points. They don't have anybody to kind of put a body on BI. They're going to have to end up playing guys like Harrison Barnes out there to guard him. Guys like Keon Ellis are way too small. They don't have guys like Kevin Huerter, Malik Monk, who are like great as second defenders coming into trap guys, and they do a great job of forcing turnovers that they don't get the turnover, but they're the second guy in trapping that offensive player, causing turnovers, right? They don't have that kind of thing tonight. I think because of that, BI could cook this Kings team just to kind of keep them in this. Now, do I think he's going to play like 35 minutes? No, but BI is the kind of guy who could, like, his point line is 20 and a half. That is not indicative of BI at all. Like, they've given you a better line too because of it, right? And like we said, if this doesn't hit, you're not going to get this line again. I don't see why that's it's a good play in my book, and I'm on it with you. I just think because of that reason, I lean more with the Kings, right? But I think both plays could easily hit in this game. Because again, you never know what a team's willing to do. They could be like, fuck it, yo, let him play.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how many shots does Zion take a game?
That's the other
20,
thing too. Yeah.
25 at least.
Mm-hmm.
Probably 20 shots for sure. Like, those shots have to go somewhere.
And the other thing with Zion,
BI's
it's not just shots, it's his free throw attempts. So he has a lot of usage that is not going elsewhere.
BI is going to take probably at least 25% of those, if not more, because you want your best offensive player that is not that taking those shots. It just matter of him knocking them down.
My other argument for that too would be if you're playing less minutes, you have to make those minutes more valuable to your team. You can't just be out there as a body. You really have to leave your stamp on this game in the few minutes that you're going to have.
Well, one more angle too is that if you look at how he's played specifically against the Kings historically, he didn't hit his points last game, and I think that he actually played a little bit lower minutes in that game too. Besides that, he dominates this team. I'll talk about that in a second, Redhead, because I think that's a really good point to mention. Trey Murphy's a great spot too.
Yep.
He's been really good. His threes, his points. Let's talk about it now.
Talk about him now.
Yeah. Did you have some stuff that you wanted to say about Trey Murphy, or did
No,
we want to just kind of open this up?
Why don't you finish first, SPJ? I like where you're going with this.
Yeah,
With
keep
the
going.
BI look? Okay.
I'm talking about Trey Murphy. What you were saying?
Oh yeah. It's all about usage in this situation for me. He's been playing great the last couple games. He's still had significant minutes. Playing 30 plus, and that's lower than what he has been playing. Still taking shots, but look at that, 8 and 10 shots. And we just talked about Zion's 20 shots no longer on this team. BI is going to take quarter, maybe third of those shots. There's still 13 to 15 shots to go around. You want your second best scorer, and in all honesty, when I'm looking at this roster, if CJ is not going to show up in this game, Trey Murphy has to be the one to take some shots in this one. He hit 6 3-pointers and scored 27 points the last time he played against the Kings, taking heavy load shots. I don't know if Zion or BI or both did not play in that game. I'm not sure. But he's had good success against this team. We've talked about the Kings too. What is the one weakness of what is one of the biggest weaknesses of this Kings team?
The perimeter
defense,
especially on the road. Mm-hmm. On the road, their defense really struggles. They do not play good defense on the road, and that's where the Pelicans could really nip them here if that's how they're going to get them. And that starts with Trey Murphy. And I think we've seen him being willing to take these shots, especially in the last few games. He seems confident. Definitely can get to the rack, obviously. And the Kings don't really have anybody that can defend a guy like that. Lanky, can shoot from deep. I like it a lot, Redhead. If you'd rather, I wouldn't take both. So you got to pick and choose. If you like BI better, if you don't like the BI look because too many people are on it, if it makes too much sense, then go with Murphy, because that is the second choice to me over CJ in comparison. The threes, if you want to take the threes, I like the points a little better too. He has been getting to the rack. I think he does going to get some more opportunities to drive and finish, maybe get to the line like you said as well. I just see that he's going to see an uptick in volume of minutes and shots in comparison to anybody else. It just makes the most sense.
Mm-hmm. I think Trey Murphy is definitely in line for one of those games that we've seen many, many times this season where he has double-digit attempts just from beyond the arc. I think that's what the Pelicans need to just stay in this game, and Trey Murphy is a guy that kind of has that intense range. So I think in this game, you got to look at Trey Murphy. I think he's kind of a underrated rebounder as well. So if you don't think he's going to hit his points, you could do PR as well. V, can you go to his PR without Zion for me?
And just while he's pulling that up, we talked about this when they played the Lakers. What was the key for them beating the Lakers? Him and Herb Jones hitting open threes, making their shots when they got them. They didn't quite do it, but they had them there to make. And actually, Trey Murphy played pretty well, but it's the same thing. Those two guys are going to be key, and Murphy being a little bit more key for me than Herb Jones. Same situation.
Okay, this is a perfect place to go. Sorry, boys, gonna have to hijack everything. Dyson Daniels, this is my POD in this game. Mr. Dyson Daniels, the former 8th overall pick from Australia, is a
Going
great
back.
defender. With Zion out, I think they're gonna kind of go to him because they like his size and his speed and transition. I like his over 0.5 steals is kind of juiced at minus 145, but in 5 games against Sacramento this season, he's averaging a steal. There's only one game where he missed, and at home he averages 1.3 steals per game. I think in this playoff game where he's a sizable guard versus a small Kings backcourt, like V did mention with Keon Ellis. Yes, he's a good defender, but he's a little smaller. I think the young guy could cause some havoc today, and I think the book is kind of telling you by juicing that line at minus 145 that he probably does get the steal. But full disclosure, I also did take the stock, 2 stocks for plus 160. So I have both of those right now in my bets.
I'm really glad that you didn't say his points because sweating out his fucking points was straight up agony.
Yeah, I'm sorry for that.
He's probably
took a year off your life.
No. Don't apologize. It was the
There's not a lot
right
of plays
look.
that take a year off our lives, though, so that's not like
Bruh.
hard.
RJ Barrett's falling 2 points short will haunt me forever. No, his points make sense. Any Pelican that is going to see the floor tonight, if you like the matchup, it's probably a good play because of the increased volume. Let's go, Paul.
What's up, Paulie?
Yeah,
Missed you during the giveaway, brother.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Betalytics gave away the jersey today for Hermo. It was awesome to see. Glad you helped put all that together. Good shit, man.
Love you, Paulie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's talk about the Kings side a little bit. You pulled up Vox. We've kind of spent a lot of time talking about the Pelicans. We kind of do you lead Kings too? I feel like we all lean Kings here. Or do you lean Pels? Or do you not lean one way or the other?
I don't have a lean. You know me, I keep repeating it every time we do the playback streams. My heart says one thing, my brain says another. So that's why I don't bet sides and I just stick to the player props.
Fair enough. That's kind of how I feel most of the time.
Lawrence.
A guy named Lawrence.
Yeah, shout out.
Apparently
He donated a good amount of coin.
Seemed like he was
donated a
known
lot.
in the community. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a good part. Apparently, he donated quite a bit of coin to the cause, so it was good to see him.
He's a friend of Troy.
Oh, nice.
But shout out Troy. I don't want to breeze by that. But before we move on to this play, I want to talk about a little bit Trey Murphy, just to say that their last 2 games, both bad losses to the Lakers. What was missing in that game? Trey Murphy took 6 and 6 3-point attempts in that game, despite shooting great from the field. What happens, like Pop said, when you don't?
I'm so sorry. Can I just interrupt you for a second?
Please.
Ma, you missed it. I had a whole
the
thing.
whole thing.
I had a whole thing. It was all Dyson Daniels.
Yes, he likes it. Steals stocks.
I took the stock at 2 plus 165, and I took the steal it was pretty juiced. I think I got it for minus 145. But you missed it. I had a whole thing.
That's so funny, man. He literally had your comment on the screen as this one off.
Answered the whole thing and then didn't get it out.
But yes, stocks. And but I just think that it's a good spot. I think it's a good spot for Trey Murphy. I think that, again, a guy like Willie Green is talking to him, and he knows the importance of the perimeter play. A guy like Willie Green knows what it's like to play in the league and that, those big energy 3-pointers and what that can do for your team, especially at home in front of the home team. We're getting his line at over 3.5 at plus 105. I think it's, again, indicating that it's going to be one of those games where he has a high volume from 3, like Sook said. And if he can get those, if he can knock those down, it puts the Pelicans that much better a position. So I really like that.
All right.
Point.
You guys have piqued my interest, and now you've really gained my curiosity, or whatever the fuck that phrase is. because I was thinking about this earlier today because this whole no Zion thing is we're gonna watch it play out with our own two eyeballs. And in this situation, we don't really have a lot of data to back this up. We can just only look at a few sample sizes of them without playing without him. But in a play to win situation, you got to kind of just go with the plums. Now, who's gonna have the ball in their hands a lot for the Pelicans offense? Either CJ or BI, I would assume, right? For the most part. I'm going to say BI, larger percentage when he's on the court. Are we overlooking BI's assists in this spot here? It's been a wagon without Zion in the lineup previously. I think that I was thinking at looking at this, we're talking about the Trey Murphy angle. I think BI's line of assists is 5.5, maybe 4.5. If the Kings decide that they just have to stop BI and they're just going to say he's not going to beat us scoring, that's going to lead to a lot of opportunities for some other Pelicans to hit some shots, and BI is probably going to be the one to facilitate that. It looks gross because of his assisting in the last few games, but we're looking at a completely different situation. He had 11 potential assists when he played against the Lakers last game, only converting on 4 of them because they shot like shit in that game. I like the assist look too. I might even look it better than the points now that I'm thinking about it a little bit further, just by the game script that we could see in this situation.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
It's BI's talked about this where reporters or pundits ask him questions of why his point totals aren't higher or why he's not trying to get downhill and score a bunch of points. And he's kind of reiterated over and over again that BI's goal is to be a winning basketball player. And I think that's why we see his assist totals have risen or since he's become a prominent player in this league. And at 5.5, it being super juiced, it's the same thing as the Dyson Daniels thing. It's the books telling you they're scared that BI is going to easily get to that 6
or maybe more.
Yeah, this is scary.
I'm just not taking either one of these guys, respectfully. I have no idea who's playing more minutes with no Zion. Could be Valanciunas for 30. But Valanciunas' lines are indicative of what he did last game, but then he could literally play 15 and you're crying because he doesn't hit his lines.
Did he have another big game against LA in the play-in?
Yeah. He had 10 rebounds. He didn't score, but he had 10 rebounds in that game. And I know you are, Austin, and I completely understand it. It could totally smack with how he plays against the Kings and the whole European center thing against Sabonis. They obviously have the Lithuanian conversations, I'm sure, down low. Moki, bruh.
Talk to Jesus nice.
Bruh, you better be happy that I'm not in a spot that I can irresponsibly press buttons right now. Because I'd be tapping.
You could say triple-double, and you could leave it blank as to who, and you've convinced them. Just say the word triple-double.
Mom Martinez, let the man press the buttons he wants to. Don't talk a man off his plums, please. Oh, if you build it out, it's plus 11,000.
Oh,
now he's being a smart guy.
You're so jokes.
No, these are the moments that I like when we have a chance to talk about this when we're live, because it just makes sense. If it doesn't play out, if BI just ends up dropping 30 and he has 3 assists, whatever. But I could very much see him getting still 20 points, getting over his points line and having 10 assists. Because he has to.
Yeah. It's going to be fun, man. I'm excited to sweat these games out. It's been fun sweating these games out, and I think it's been my favorite part so far of the play-in games. Yes, we've had some great games and we won some bets, but sweating them out with everybody on playback has definitely been the highlight of the playoffs so far.
I don't know about you guys, but I've learned, and I think you guys in the chat have too, I've learned a lot about, because it's great watching basketball with your bros and hanging out and stuff, but I've learned a lot about looking at things live and figuring out situations live and watching that as it plays out, so then you can apply that logic either in the game for live betting purposes or the following game when they play in the next one.
It doesn't have to say when you're texting the boys, you know what I mean? There's a delay, and who knows when they're going to reply. And do you want to look at your phone? You don't. You want to watch the game, right?
Yeah, and if you get League Pass and watch on playback with us, we're not all texting each other like V's saying, where everyone's stream is at different times. We all get to actually watch together. There are Swindled. I will find you, Swindled. I know you're never in Twitch chat, but he's been on playback. He's always 10 seconds in front of us. I will
He
find
is.
you, Swindled.
He is
I hope he's
always
in there
there.
right now.
Josh, we don't know. I think it
It's
was
an injury thing, bro. It's all about how much
management.
Yeah, it's a thing. He could say I'm good, right? The coaches could just it all. We won't know until we see it, basically.
Yeah. Unless someone's got some insider information.
Yeah.
We're kind of leaning to BI plays heavy minutes, but who knows what happens.
Yeah, heavier minutes than he's played for sure.
What do you guys? Let's look at. I don't really have any major thoughts on the Kings side of things. What do you guys think?
I don't like betting. I don't like betting against this Pelicans defense. You can roast me for my take on the Lakers Pelicans game, but I stand by. I don't like betting against this Pelicans defense. I don't like player props against this team. But that being said, every fucking day, Boner could have a big game.
Mm-hmm.
What's his triple double? Just out of curiosity.
There we go. Now
I
we're cooking.
mean, you know,
Plus 180, the lowest it's been in weeks.
I think that kind of is telling.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, neither one. Yeah.
So we've
Yeah.
given our PODs in these games. Do we want to quickly cook 2 SGPs and then we can have a little break before we sweat?
Yeah, I just want to talk about this play real quick. Saboner. I know I took him last game. I know he sold on us really bad for anyone that took him with me. But the thing is, his volume was there. He went 7 of 14 and he shot 50%. And I know that sounds good, but 50% for a center who's basically taking only shots from the paint is not good. It's well below his season average. It's well below his career average. 52% is not the shooting percentage we were hoping for, but the 14 field goal attempts is the volume that we wanted. The whistle was few and far in
between.
Yeah, fuck, man.
There you go.
Things. God.
English is your second language. It's okay.
You actually were ESL. I was not, okay?
I was an ESL. Are you fucking kidding me?
Somebody go get Gerald.
I was
our
AP
ESL friend.
English, motherfucker.
Somebody go get
Where's-
Gerald, our ESL friend.
Where is Gerald? He hadn't been in chat.
Probably
huh?
American. But I like Saboner, man. I think he cooks tonight. I think that I know that J-Val and both Nance are kind of like tougher matchups size-wise, but I don't think that either one of them should really present too many problems for Sabonis. He had 18 points last time he played this team, and I just think it's win or go home, right? Win and you're in, and this Kings team got a taste of what it's like to play in the postseason last season, and I don't think that they're ready to give that up. I think that this Pelicans team is a team that has fallen from a fourth all the way down to now potentially out of the playoffs, and I think that their tumble continues. And I think Saboner and Fox kind of put their nuts on the table one more time tonight before they get wrapped up and sent out by the Thunder.
Nice. I love nuts on my table.
Only if it's Saboner nuts.
I'll get my nutcracker.
Old Saboner nuts.
But yeah, it's good.
Well, speaking of Fox, do you guys like any Fox lines in this game?
His assist was kind of cash money last game, right? What did he do?
6.5. It was 6.5. He had 8 against the Pels when they played earlier this season. With how many potential assists did he have? With 14 potential assists. He's had 10 plus potential assists in 3 of his last 4 games against the Pelicans.
I like his assists. I know that Saboner and everything, but the thing is, Fox is just out there on the court for so much more time now, and because of that, and especially because, like Sook says, this Pelicans defense is tough. Every single defender is lengthy. Every single defender moves their feet well, and every single defender has shot blocking capabilities. Fox is going to be one of the smallest guys on the court today, right? I think that his assist number, especially if Keegan Murray has another game like he did last game, or Sabonis is cooking, the over 6.5 assists, we could even take 6+ for decent value.
Mm-hmm.
No way, there's a
Rebounds.
bonus for that.
For Sabonis, most rebounds.
Yeah, one of our homies dropped that yesterday in one of our group chats.
No
bonus. But they have a leading rebounder today.
Like a boost.
I don't even think it's a boost. I just think he's minus 120 to lead the rebound, be the leading rebounder for today.
Wow,
Not bad value.
it's pretty good.
All right, should we cook?
Let's do it. Where do you guys want to start? Do you guys want to do? Oh, excuse me. Do you guys want to do 2 SGPs for each game, or do you guys want to combine the games?
2, I would say.
Split it
I
into
think we
2.
do 2, and then maybe we'll build one lotto that goes with like 2 plays from each game, a little bit laddered.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
down for that.
All right. So let's
Let's see.
do the Kings Pelicans since we're here already. SPG.
Yawned. I didn't yawn during my 24-hour stream, but I just yawned now.
Like,
No, Paul, this guy was losing it at the start of the stream. That is untrue.
I was, Paul. You missed it. I was fucking
yeah,
losing my
he
shit.
couldn't. He couldn't even speak, brother. Oh my God, no, Harrison Barnes. God no. What was the POD in this game? I don't have one, to be honest with you, Super Gremlin 20. I didn't find anything that, like, if I had to choose one, it'd probably be BI assists, but I don't have beans on it, so I'm not going to tell you that I bet it.
I had Dyson Daniel for a steal.
Yeah. I bet Sabonis points, and I'm going to bet Trey Murphy points.
And 6,000 other things he's not going to tell us about.
And you guys don't want all my bets. Like, I wouldn't have the following I do today if I gave everybody all my cake. Gerald's on the fucking fence every single night. He texted me today saying, "What are you saying?" Right? But that text was coming every single day for a few days, and then there was a 2-day gap because of some excessive cake I handed out. And then today,
But he came back to the well, didn't he? He came back to the Vsauce well.
Fence or edge. One of the two. Okay, let's start in this game then. I like the Fox assists.
I do like the Fox assists. I like the Fox. I think
6 plus.
Let's do 6+. Let's take some bonus points.
Okay.
Or do you guys not want to take some bonus points after you sold us last time?
Never opposed.
I'm down. I think maybe we could. Let's see how we find some other stuff, and if we don't find anything that we tickles our fancy more, I'm in.
And then what about Trey Murphy 3 threes, and then BI 5 assists? This is like it's not like as juice. We're gonna have a lotto, but this is like a little 4-leg hittable SGP.
That also kind of all correlates. Like everything kind of ties into each other.
Bing, 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 bing,
Ring,
bing,
ding,
bing, 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 bing,
Oh
bing.
no, I did the crazy fucking stuff.
If you guys don't want to take Sabonis, we could find a threes prop that we like for the Kings instead.
Nah, I'm down to ride with Sabonis. Because I don't want to take Barnes and him go shitty, and then Keegan Murray make a fuck ton of threes, and take Keegan Murray and him do shit, and take Barnes go crazy. Like no.
And
Let's
I
just
will
go.
say in the playoffs, sometimes you gotta just bet on the stars. I know the early games so far in the play-in have not really exhibited that, but Zion had 40 in that first one, right? Kobe White had 40, DeMar had 22, and he shot over 50%. Like the numbers are there. It's don't give up on a system too early. You know, betting the stars works in the playoffs.
Time to get so core. Nice. All right, I like the 4 that we said. So bonus points, Fox 6+ assists, BI's 5+ assists, and Trey Murphy 3+ threes. Does anybody have the value on that? I am obviously not in a place.
I actually realized a lot later that you don't have the book up like you always do. So I'm building it out now.
Capabilities. So I mean, I could probably pull it up, but it would.
I got it.
It would just tease me that I can't do it. So.
We do love Herb, but he burned us last game, so I think that's why we're kind of not mentioning him. But last game, we were fans of his points and his PR. I think if you like Herb again, his points and his PR might be an even better look tonight with Zion out of the lineup. The same reasons why we talked about Trey Murphy is going to be important, getting on the glass, hitting threes. It's the same reason Herb Jones gets minutes. So it's kind of a similar situation. So you can kind of pick and choose who you like better in the spot. And I know Crazy Pellet has reiterated he does love Keon Ellis. I'm also a big fan of Keon Ellis. But like I said, I'm really wary of any props against this Pelicans defense. But watch Keon hit 4.
First fucking quarter.
Yeah.
The Herb Jones line is a little higher than it has been, and that kind of sketches me out with how he's played against the Kings recently, but I don't dislike it.
Do we want to buy Sabonis down at all or take it at 18.5?
I'd say, can we take 18+?
Let me look. Just 15 and 20. 15 is minus 350 though.
We kind of talked about this before, Super Gremlin. Us together, we are kind of wary of that JV Larry Nance rotation. But there's others like Austin that really like J Val in tonight's matchup, and he grabbed last game against the Lakers. But I don't have a specific thought on Larry Nance, but I do like him overall as a player. So if you want to take him, I don't think it's a bad look.
I really like that, a redhead. We'll get to that when we talk about the Heat game, but I like this a lot. His Highsmith. I told you guys last game, we were talking about it before the game, that I really wanted to take his line, and it smacked with ease. His PR, his points, his rebounds, whatever it's going to be.
All right, boys.
Momar,
Sorry, go ahead, finish.
no, let's keep cooking because we're going to run out of time, shockingly.
Somehow we found a way with 2 games, right?
Of course, as always. So we're going to leave those 4 legs, right?
Okay,
Yeah,
right here. Yeah, I've got it built up. We've got De'Aaron Fox, 6+ assists. We've got Brandon Ingram, 6+ assists. Trey Murphy, 3+ threes. And Sabonis, over 17.5 points. We brought it down 1 point. This together brings it to plus 403.
Okay.
Plus 403.
It's kind of soft, but that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
You're like,
I was
yep,
gonna
sure
say
is.
that it's soft. You guys have made
Should
me
we-
like horny for odds.
Yeah, I know. But the thing I always just find is like a 4-legger to me just has to be more than plus 500.
Yo, can somebody
See
put
that?
that? Please, I want to take a screenshot. Please, someone put that.
Abort
Holy
mission.
shit.
You gotta
I
text
don't
that
care.
to Trent.
I'm sending
I
to
don't
him right fucking now. Oh my
I don't
God.
care. I don't care what Trent bets, man.
Yeah, I don't give a shit what Trent bets anyways. Guy, but like the only time it matters is when you have a let's say you have a parlay that went on all day, right? You're
Yeah,
down
and
to
then
the
the
last
last-
leg, and your last leg is
he-
Dodgers money line. Hedge. Always hedge. If he nukes your last leg, you're fucked. But
Yeah, hedge.
if it's pre-game, all bets are
You're
off. Sometimes he hits bets too.
He does.
I'm with like SPJ and Kobe. It doesn't matter. Trent's Trent. He's fucking hilarious. You don't need to fade Trent.
No,
You can. And
we don't
He's
fade
so
anybody
funny,
around
man.
here except each other.
I love it
Except
how
every
the
once in a while.
community panics when Trent posts his plays. They're like, "Oh fuck, you did it! Where are we going now?"
Shit.
Like, bro,
Um,
having his
do we-
notifications on just for that is so funny.
Do we not be soft and take all of these guys on their just regular lines?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
I just feel like plus 400 for 4 legs is just dog water, bro.
I honestly agree.
Like, let's say we just take it.
I'm building it out, boys. Our Lord and Savior has spoken.
Nice. Thanks,
I like
Alec.
that
I
stuff.
mean, honestly, you should sometimes because, yeah. I
Okay,
miss
so
bets all the time.
Fox's actual line is 5.5, but it's minus 150. Do we want to ladder it up?
No,
Or
no,
we
just
have to
I'd say
take
leave. I'd say leave that one there. Just take all the other guys at their regular lines.
Okay.
Exactly. I don't know, man. How do you guys feel? Do you guys like taking 4-leg parlays that are plus 400, or do you like taking 4-leg parlays that are plus 1,000?
Yep.
1,000.
All right, boys. Now this is money right here. Honestly, the odds the numbers is better. We got Fox over 5.5 assists. We got Ingram over 6.5 assists. We got Sabonis over 18.5 points, and then Trey Murphy over 3.5 threes, plus 884. Now, is that not a sexy number?
884 is better. Yeah.
884.
Yeah, I dig it.
That'll do.
That'll do, donkey. That'll do.
Sometimes I say
Me-
that'll do just to get you to do that impression.
Exactly.
Hearing
I
it.
know.
Exactly.
Just for you guys. I'm in the land of it right now too.
Well, next year we're gonna have a trade deadline special just so we can hear a full day of SPJ doing the breaking news.
We need your
Oh,
your
damn.
dad to come in with his accent and tell us that'll do.
So my dad is
SPJ
actually
is
joining.
donkey in that case. Just want everybody to know.
And in the morning, I'm making waffles.
No, tomorrow my dad is actually joining Betspresso with me. Yeah, he's gonna make a guest appearance tomorrow. He's gonna stay for like a couple minutes and drop
Fucking
a
lit.
play.
Can't wait.
It's gonna be cool. Um,
I'll have to tap in.
is there a way that however you're placing this V that I can tap in with you somehow?
Yes, I will once I like whoever I get to place it, I will get it placed for both of us for sure.
Thank you.
As well as the next one and the lotto.
Whatever we put together. Yeah, just and I'll I'll lick your toes or something. I don't know.
Cool. Yes.
All right, let's do something for the Bulls game now.
All right.
Bulls, Heat. SPJ, isn't it past your bedtime? What's up, NZ?
Hey, my guy. What is
And
bedtime? I don't know.
I
I
might
don't
be
know what that means.
contacting you later to be the All Sauce team bookie today.
Yeah, you are.
NZ, be our all sauce bookie today.
Oh my god! All right, guys. Bulls and Heat. We gotta rock with all the PODs, right?
I think so.
Mhm.
Kevin Love, points. Under. Are we doing the under fucking turnovers?
Turnovers?
I mean,
I think you can. Is that what you want to do?
Why are you hurt, NZ? Yeah, Crazy Pal, you got to come check us out on Playback tonight.
Why didn't I get the Navy flannel message?
NZ, come chill with
I
us
didn't either.
tonight and bring your flannel.
Yeah, come and hang out with us, man.
Okay, so there's no turnovers, boys.
All right.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
same thing.
I am also partial to anything Kobe White, anything Highsmith.
I like the Highsmith line. His rebounds or his points?
Oh man, is this threes just a 2 again? There's no way, right?
I think so.
Oh, I'm seeing 2 threes for plus money, boys.
I mean,
Austin likes Kobe for 4 threes. Mr. Marcio doesn't play basketball.
yeah, I got Haywood Highsmith for plus 140 here on FanDuel. I mean, I like it. He's gonna have to play more minutes, man. Like they're gonna have a Bulls team with guys playing 40 plus minutes. If you're not playing defense, right, what are you really doing? Yes, sir, NZ. Please. Me and Slick are obsessed with you. We don't get our fix because you like hockey and not what we bet on.
All right, so what are we doing?
The PODs, I thought. Highsmith 2 threes.
Yeah.
Okay.
V.
What was your IO? We can't do PA though. We'd have to do.
Yeah, I think points over 14.5 I'm comfortable with.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Love over 5.5 or 6.5, whatever the line is.
6.5 plus 106. That's nice. These 3 legs is plus 652. Because we got 2 plus money legs in there right now. Do we want to add a third, or should we just rock with the PODs plus 650? I mean, the like saucy 3 are usually worse than this.
Three legs is for 6. I'd take that for plus 600 for sure.
Right?
Fuck yeah.
And then this max, we can roll over some of the winnings with the little SGP we cooked for the late game again, just because we're fucking favorites and always ready to donate.
Just because we're feeling.
You always let it roll. You always let it roll.
Always let it roll.
Always. We don't live to withdraw. We live to fucking let it roll, baby.
Let it roll. What are the odds on that? What are the odds on that?
Yeah, plus 652.
No. Sorry. All right. Yeah, I said that. That's not what I meant. What are the legs?
Oh, yes. We got Haywood Highsmith, 2 plus 3s. We got Io Dosunmu, 15 plus points. And then we got Kevin Love, over 6.5 points.
Well, we have two heats in a bowl, so that's good. We're diversifying a little bit. See bedtime, SPJ. Relax, NC. I've been doing a show for 2 hours now, brother. I'm fine. Also miss you, bud. All right, let's do a lotto real quick since we're in the zone right now, and then we'll get out of here. Can we please do Kevin Love like 10 points or 3 threes or something?
Okay, is that you?
I'm ready to go down with the ship.
Okay,
Kevin Love.
I want Caleb Martin for 15 points.
What?
He was great last year.
Why do you always pull these out of like we've talked? You haven't said that guy's name or this line once the whole stream, and then randomly just plucked something.
I was saving it for the lotto because I don't have a lot of confidence in it. It's kind of like we talked about before on the streams that like he was great last year and he kind of has gone under the radar all of this season. And I think the way the Miami Heat play, the kind of culture that they have, it's always next man up. Jimmy's been in and out of the rotation all season. Tyler Harry's been in and out of the rotation all season. And I think Caleb Martin has a good spot here. And if it's for the lotto at plus 200 something, that's my piece.
Should we take 15 plus points or 3 threes? They're both the same odds.
V, can you answer this real quick?
Yes.
It's right. Highsmith 2 threes, IO 15, K-Love 6.5. Yeah.
And we will post it. We will post this. We've got 45 minutes still. Mm-hmm. But yeah. So do you like the 15 points or the 3 threes? Because both the odds are the same on both.
Oh, I'll let you gentlemen decide on that then.
Oh, yeah. Throw Caleb Martin at us and then let us decide.
Respectfully, I don't like either one. But if it's your play and you want to roll with it, then you got to pick.
I mean, if you don't like
change your play now, just pick points or threes.
Let's go, Tanj. See you on playback. Go points.
I'll go points.
Cool.
Is that what the plums were saying?
Yeah, I like the points just because he can get downhill in transition, can get offensive rebounds. He kind of can hurt you in a few different ways. So I like the points.
The other thing I could say is if you guys don't want to double dip on Kevin Love, I'd be down to ride Jaime to 20 plus.
Ooh.
Jaime 20, Caleb Martin 15 are the first 2 legs of our lotto. I just wanted to say it out loud so everybody heard it.
And we're taking and we like the fucking Bulls to win. Good.
And the total in this game is 206.
All right, chat. We're Trent. Fade us. Now we're the fade gods.
Honestly,
take the under from Mookie. That's not a bad.
Honestly, though, I'm with it. Like they don't have bodies. If it's not Tyler Hero, it's got to be one of these guys. Jaime's point line is already at 14.5. He did, honestly, in my opinion, he had a good first playoff game.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Jaime 20. Martin 15. Kevin Love 10. Then we're going 20, 15, 10.
Okay, so this I just want
I thought we all liked the Bulls though.
This is a Silken SPJ lotto. Vsauce is no way associated. If Kevin Love is the third leg, I'm retracting myself from this lotto.
No, okay. Well, who do you like then? I was just trying to get. We had a 20, a 15, and 10.
2 of those 3 I like. 2 of those 3.
Which one do you not like?
No, I'm saying I like all 3, but I'm not willing to take all 3.
Yeah, I like either Jaime or Caleb. Either one.
The thing is, Caleb only needs 15. Jaime needs 20.
Has Caleb done that recently?
I mean, he looked the Celtics for like 7 games last year. It's super frustrating to watch.
Yeah. Mokies has a good point. We could take Murphy instead to have it run to the other game.
Murphy is going to be the leg that I brought up.
I lean Jaime just a little bit just because I think the volume is going to be a tiny bit better. But Sook, if you really feel strongly about Martin, we can roll with that.
The only thing that scares me is that Martin doesn't do as well in slower paced games. So we can go Jaime. I do like Jaime for 20.
What are the
Let's
odds?
do Jaime.
Okay.
Jaime for 20 is better odds than Caleb for 15. So
okay.
Caleb rebounds? Interesting.
So is that Jaime, Kevin Love, right?
Mm-hmm. And then Trey Murphy?
Yep.
Is that
For
where we're
15?
going with this? No, it was line 17.5. We'd have to go 20, I think.
I went with
okay.
5 threes.
Oh. We hit 6 last time they played him, so sure.
It's gonna
Your
be a
fade
sweat.
looks really good, bro.
Thank you. Barbara, I found out he was actually fire. Where is the last leg?
Can we just not mention that you're not in Canada anymore? Let's like.
Are you taking Kevin Love 3 threes or 10 points?
I mean, he's hit 3 threes in 3 straight games against the Bulls.
I had threes in here originally when I built this out.
Let's do 3s then. We're not double dipping on the points.
All right,
Let's get
chat.
some games off.
3 legs. Jaime, 20 points. Kevin Love, 3 threes. Trey Murphy, 5 threes. Plus 3,527.
Ooh, can you book that for me? Because you're getting better odds.
Yeah.
AKA, he's going to have to tell the powers that be.
I will contact the powers that be.
HR. Good stuff. All right, boys and girls. We've had fun with you guys today. For who was the last leg? Do you want to read it one more time, V?
Yeah. Jaime, 20 points. Love, 3 threes. Trey Murphy, 5 threes.
Read it off one more time. Again. Do it
Jaime,
again.
20 points. Kevin Love, 3 threes. Trey Murphy, 5 threes.
It's not sus to ask why V is so pretty.
I can't remember the name, but I can show you real quick.
Dom. It's Jaime Jaquez for the Heat. Over 20 plus points.
I think he just doesn't like it. Yeah.
Oh, you don't like it? Oh,
Yeah.
that's fine. He's just going to get more minutes with no Jimmy. He's going to take more shots. Maybe he doesn't score 20, but it's a lotto.
Yeah, you can take it out, toss someone else in. I kind of like
Yeah.
Caleb in that spot too. So
Yeah.
water it
Take
down,
Caleb
switch
instead.
it out. Yeah, do whatever you want. Have some fun.
I'm getting 12,000 odds.
No, you're definitely fucking up somewhere. Jaime, 20. Love, 3 threes. Trey Murphy, 5 threes. Wait. Tans just got this? What's going on?
On those 3 legs?
I don't know.
Are you? Yeah, 12K.
What book?
Yeah, what book, boys?
On
FanDuel. All right, text NZ, man. Text fucking NZ right now.
Oh, hold
Wait.
on. No. Sorry, it is plus 12,000. 9,000. Okay, I was tripping. You know how FanDuel does that thing where it shows you the odds of both parlays first? I was looking at just the Jaime and Kevin Love leg. That is
Oh.
the whole parlay is plus 12,500,
Oh.
959.
That makes me feel even better.
Okay.
Oh.
Sexy. All right, word. There we go. Thank you, chat, for understanding that we're going to cash at 12,000 instead of a plus 3,000.
Can you imagine if it hit and we posted the winning ticket as like plus 3,500? Holy.
Let's go. Yeah, I know, Paul. We got 470 people checking us out on X right now. Let's get it. One more time.
Nice.
One time for the one time, and then we'll get out of here so we can go get ready for playback. We will be sweating both these games out with you guys live on playback with us if you've never done it before. Be sure to check us out on Twitter at Your Betting News. We will post the link to come and kick it with us for free on playback so you can watch the game, vibe out with us, listen to Vsauce bitch appropriately about all the different things that are happening throughout the game. Myself, too. I bitch as well. Yeah, Moki's has got you. Mom Martinez. It's right there. Jaime, 20 plus. Trey Murphy, 5 threes. Love, 3 threes. Bing
Love
bong.
3 threes. Yep. And we will get a quick little graphic out there with both same game parlays and the little lotto. We'll throw that on there too. Why not? And everybody join us on playback. We've got tokens for everybody. Let's watch the games and we'll maybe have some live bets. We had a halftime lead, both games that came really, really fucking close. I think tonight maybe we'll jump in live somewhere. We haven't really found a spot we love, but maybe tonight.
Let's see what happens. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much again for tuning in today for the All Sauce team. We're going to be having we're going to be having so much fucking fun throughout the rest of the playoffs. We had so much fun last season betting the playoffs. We're super stoked to bet the playoffs with you guys again this year. Starts tomorrow. Going to have some fun. We'll be live Sunday. It might just be V and Sook on Sunday. I don't know if I'll be able to join Sunday because I have to travel again on Sunday. I'll try to make it work. Otherwise, you'll be stuck with these two amigos. However, we will be vibing out with you guys all throughout next week, as always on the channel. Tomorrow will be live for after Betspresso in the morning time at 11 o'clock Eastern, 10 o'clock Central, whatever random ass time for me. I don't even know what it is. And we will see you guys tomorrow. Come and kick it with us again on Playback. Go follow Vsauce. Go follow Sook. Go follow us all on the Twitter machine. Thanks to our brand new sponsors, BetOnline. Thanks for all of us at Betting News. We appreciate you guys tapping in. We will catch you on the next one. Guys, you got any final words for the kids before we skirt?
See you on Playback.
It's the best time of the year, gang. Let's have some fun.
Yeet. Skirt. You guys came for the winners and you stayed for the vibes. See you on Playback. Peace.
What you know about rolling down in the down in the
Now I know y'all be loving this shit
What
right
you know
here.
about rolling.
What you gonna do?
Rolling.
What you gonna do now?
Down in the rolling.
What you gonna do? Right, y'all be loving this shit.
What you know about